A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Molle. Molle, the brushless shaving cream with a special protective film that guards your face, presents the Molle Mystery Theater.
Tonight's Molle, the brushless shaving cream which puts face protection first, brings you another in a series of programs which puts mystery and excitement first. Each Tuesday night at this time, you hear one of the great mystery stories selected from either the famous classics or from the best of the moderns by Mr. Jeffrey Barnes. Mr. Barnes, who has made a lifelong study of mystery fiction, is a connoisseur of fine detective stories. Mr. Barnes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Molle Mystery Theater. Tonight we bring you a tale of espionage in wartime Washington, set in the exciting days before the invasion of North Africa. It is based on a novel by Richard Powell, and it is called Death Talks Out of Turn. Now, before our Molle Mystery Theater play begins, may I remind you, the Japanese say, while the Germans say,
Ein amerikanisches Kriegsgeheimnis bedeutet 1000 tote Amerikaner.
In our language, they both mean one American war secret means 1,000 dead Americans. So if you know any military information, for instance, such as troop movements, keep it a mystery and help keep our boys alive. And now to our Molle Mystery presentation, Death Talks Out of Turn. Friends, I want you to meet Lieutenant Andy Blake, who is here in the studio to tell you his own story. Lieutenant Blake.
Thank you, Mr. Barnes. It was October 1942, and wartime Washington was quite restful until my wife, Arabella, arrived. I'd been commissioned in the Army several months before and had reported in Washington, leaving Arab behind to join me later. I thought that when Arab arrived, my troubles would be over, but I must have been nuts. 5 months of married life should have taught me better. Anytime Mrs. Arabella Blake wraps a guy in cotton wool, he better not strike a match, for it's likely to be gun cotton. Like most of Arab's acts, her arrival in Washington was unannounced. I was finishing up my work in the Pentagon building one evening, only half conscious that something was brushing the back of my neck.
Even if there are 8 girls to every man in Washington, Andy, when I kiss a man, I expect to get his attention.
Arab, where did you come from, darling?
I have a job in Washington as a secretary. And guess where? In the office of the Chief of Ordnance.
I'm not sure I like you working there. They've got too many things you want to shoot.
Oh, Andy, you're glad I'm here, aren't you?
Glad you're here. Why, gosh, when you came in, Oh, look, Arab, I never could say these things properly.
Oh, you need to be stirred up, Andy. You've been here 2 months, and you're still a first lieutenant. No citations, no ribbons, not even a badge for pistol marksmanship.
The way I handle guns, I'll get a badge and a military funeral at the same time. But meanwhile, we've got to find a place for you to stay.
Oh, I have a room already, Andy.
What?
It's not half as hard to find a room as they say.
There must be a catch somewhere. How did you get this room?
I heard somebody on a bus say that there was a vacancy at a place out on Northwest Q Street. So I went there, and I took it.
I didn't know people in Washington talked out loud about vacant rooms. I thought they whispered.
Well, I was sort of eavesdropping.
I suspect I won't approve of this.
Well, while I was eavesdropping on people talking on buses, I heard a man say, "We're having trouble renting that vacant room at 5797 Q Street. None of the girls have been exactly right.
Well, what's so suspicious about that remark?
Well, I didn't like the way the man said it.
What was he like?
Short and fat and I think bald. Gave me the creeps. Andy, I'm sure he's a spy.
Oh, I don't believe it for a minute, sweetheart. But I'm going to have a look at that room of yours.
There's the house where I live, Andy, with 16 other girls who all work for the government. How'd you like it?
I don't think I like it at all.
Maybe you're right. You know, before I rented the room, they asked me a lot of questions to see if my job was important enough. Wanted to know if I had any connections with people in the Army and Navy.
Come on, Arab. We're getting out of here fast. And don't get out of the car. You're not going back into that house.
Well, I've got to get my things. Anyway, if you won't help me investigate, I'll do it by myself.
Say, wait a minute. You can't do this to me, Arab.
Oh, I can't I? You just watch, Andy Blake.
I was still angry enough at Arab the following morning not to call her at her office. Oh, I had some vague idea of letting her suffer until she called me. But like most of my other ideas about Arab, this one didn't work out either. I soon found out it was I who was apologizing to Arab.
Of course, you were wrong, Andy, dear.
Look, Arab, I wish you'd give this thing up. There probably aren't any spies at the house at all. And if there are, all we have to do is report it to my superior officer, Colonel Parker. Let the Army handle it. They're better equipped.
Well, that's perfectly silly. Why bother them with this when we can check up and find out?
Yes, but...
Then the Army can step in and take over.
I don't want to be a hero. I just want to do my job in the Army and let it go at that.
Oh, but, Andy, we can do it together and have so much fun.
Arab, I tell you, I'm not going to get...
Oh, all right, Andy Blake. If you won't help me, I'm just going ahead and solve the whole thing myself. So there.
Go ahead, you dope. I'll call you up sometime.
Yes, do, Lieutenant. After all, we do have something in common. A marriage certificate, I believe.
The more I thought about the situation, the more worried I became about Arab. So that night, much against my better judgment, I drove over to Q Street and parked my car near the house where I could watch it. It was a quiet street, so it was doubly startling when suddenly a woman screamed from the direction of Arab's boarding house. Something shut the scream off fast, as though a hand was placed over the woman's mouth. I ran across the street and plunged into the garden. 50 feet away, a man was dodging behind a tree. I sprinted towards him. He was short and fat, but that was about all I could see. He turned suddenly and waited for me, waited in an odd crouched position, his fingers stroking the air in front of him almost like a pianist testing the keys. My memory groped for a picture I'd seen once. A picture done on rice paper. There had been a short, fat man in the same hunched position. In the background, the artist had painted a tiny, white-capped mountain. But even as he moved toward me, still in this hunched position, a woman's voice came from a few feet away.
Stop at this moment. I am Mrs. Fielding, Lieutenant Blake. I own this house, and your pretty wife has been boarding with me for a week. I think you should beg the lieutenant's pardon, Mr. Jones.
I beg your pardon, Lieutenant. You came at me so fast, I failed to note your insignia.
Well, a woman screamed. Was it you, Mrs. Fielding?
Something ran through the bushes. A rabbit, perhaps, or a cat. I am nervous.
Would you like me to see you into the house?
No, I don't think so. Thank you.
Well, then, good night.
I've not apologized properly for my foolish actions, Lieutenant. But you are also very foolish. Never run at an enemy that way. Come more slowly. Look at my hands. I can break a small club with the edge of my palm. Can you do that, Lieutenant?
I wish I'd known that stuff when I was a kid in the Pine Tree Patrol. You see, we had little scout hatchets, and I was always chopping myself instead of the wood.
You do not understand. I was assuming that the club was the man's neck. Your mistake, Lieutenant, is hitting a man with a fist. The fist is broad, spreads the impact over too much space.
I've been getting along all right with fists so far.
What do you think will happen when an American soldier has to fight a judo expert?
The American might shoot the Jap.
We will hope it turns out that way. I'm glad to have met you, Lieutenant Blake. My name is Jones.
Mr. Jones lives next door.
If you'll pardon me, Mrs. Fielding, I'll be running along now.
Good night, Lieutenant Blake.
Just remember my advice, Lieutenant. Be careful how you run at a man. Or better yet, don't run at him at all, and then you will be sure of being safe.
There was something about Mr. Jones I didn't like. I wanted to find out more about him. So I circled around the block, cut through a garden, and ended up at the back door of his house. The door was unlocked. I stepped inside and listened. There was no sound. Then I started my search using a flashlight. There was nothing downstairs, so I went up to the second floor and entered a huge study. I found a newspaper clipping there that had been torn out violently. The story was about a recent broadcast picked up by the FBI from a station inside Germany. A man calling himself Gustav Heinz had told the German people that if only Himmler and his Gestapo were kicked out, all of Germany's troubles would be over. I had heard of those broadcasts. We believed the stations to be backed by the German military leaders, the old Junkers. There was nothing else in the study, so I snapped off the flashlight and peered out of the window. I could barely see the house across the street. But as I watched, something stirred in the garden below. A figure was stealing toward Mrs. Fielding's house. The figure stepped across a starlit space, and I stopped breathing. The prowler was Arab. Well, I knew Mrs. Fielding and Jones were inside the house, and that if Arab was planning to eavesdrop again, they would be sure to catch her. I had to get her attention. My hand grabbed a straight wooden chair and slammed it through the window. I stuck my head in the opening and let out a yell. Suddenly, I heard a door slam downstairs. The fat man must have run out of the house next door the minute he heard the crash. I could picture him creeping up the stairs, feeling the air ahead of him with those clutching fingers. My best chance was to wait for him to make a noise. I pressed back against the wall of the room and waited. Somewhere in that house, death was moving toward me. My breathing was getting louder, like a guy in the last stages of asthma. I tried to hold my breath. Now a sound of breathing was coming up the stairs. Somebody else was breathing. The fat man was somewhere near me. I felt around me in the darkness until I finally found a weapon, a small statuette. I flung it in the direction of the breathing and grabbed for my flashlight. The beam showed the fat man in the center of the room struggling to get his gun out of his pocket. The statuette had missed. I could see the gun coming from his pocket, but I stood there, frozen. Then another voice spoke somewhere within the room. The most welcome sound I have ever heard. It was Arab.
Drop that gun.
What?
Keep that light in his eyes.
Don't worry, I will.
Now, just hold that pretty pose, Mr.
You never get the man.
Oh, it sounds like a light.
Of course, darling. Now let's get out of here. Hurry. Darling, your timing was perfect. Now we've got to move fast. Hurry up or we'll be followed.
Oh, I know this is only going to mean trouble, Arab. But what's the program?
First we go to your room.
You mean we're finally going to be alone?
No, I don't think we'll be alone.
All right, let's have it.
It's like this. There are 16 girls living in the house on Q Street. We all have jobs in industries of the government. And we all like to chat.
You mean the girls talk military secrets?
Oh, I don't mean any of the girls consciously tells anything. But they do give out little things that added together may mean a lot.
Well, I'll turn in the report the first thing in the morning.
But, darling, you won't have time because, well, I've elected you as the bait.
What? How do you mean?
All week I've been keeping a diary. And tonight at dinner I babbled about how I was going out with an army lieutenant. I told him I'd have to be ever so careful of what I said, for you had told me you were horrified by all this loose talk. And I said you'd written down all the bits and pieces I'd been telling you all week, and that you'd invited me to come up to check your notes tonight. I made sure that Renee Fielding and Mr. Jones overheard the address.
Well, meet the widow Blake. At times, I think you only married me because you thought I'd make a good-looking corpse. were waiting here in my room for your Mr. Jones. Where are those notes of yours?
Well, here's the one about Jane, who works in special service. After finishing breakfast, she suddenly pulled a word in Arabic on us.
Well, what's suspicious about that?
Jane has no interest in anything geographic. She happens to work in special service, and that's the branch that puts out guidebooks for soldiers.
Well, what else?
Ruby works for the Office of Petroleum Coordinator. She made an interesting remark the other morning about invasions taking a lot of oil.
Arabic oil. Go on.
Libby works in the State Department. Day before yesterday, she was asking Mrs. Fielding about what Darlon was like.
Darlon's more important in North Africa than Bataan or Laval.
Jean's boyfriend is a second lieutenant in the 1st Armored Division. Was last reported at Indio, California. Jean said the next letter she got from him would have an APO number.
Say, Indio's a desert training center.
Mary Arden says that she has to type requisitions for goggles and mosquito bars all day.
Goggles means sand or dust. Mosquito bars means tropical or semi-tropical countries. Put them together and they spell desert.
Ginger works for Transportation Corps, and she was talking about shipping locomotives for narrow-gauge railroads.
North Africa again.
But, Andy, what does all this add up to?
It adds up to the fact that the joint Allied operations against the enemy in North Africa is already underway, and that Jones and Mrs. Fielding know about it. Holy smokes! I'm going to call Colonel Parker. Well, the line's dead. Why, the wire must have been cut.
Come here, Andy, quick.
What is it?
They're in the front yard. If you look closely, you can see the shadows of 2 men standing beneath that tree. They're here, Andy. Jones and someone else.
But it's impossible. Well, we can't be trapped right in the center of Washington.
Andy, we've got to make a break for it. I'll go first out the back door. I've got my gun. If anybody tries to stop me, I'm going to shoot.
If anybody's going to draw them off, I'm going to. Give me the gun.
No, darling. I'm the one who can shoot, so I'm going first. One of us has to get away, and this is the best chance.
What do you think?
Andy, if anything happens, I'm sorry I used to steal all the covers from you and use up all the bath towels after a shower. Goodbye, darling.
But wait a minute. Why, that little idiot. Why did you leave now? Arab! Arab! Where are you?
This is Jeffrey Barnes bringing down the curtain on the first act of tonight's Molle Mystery Theater play, and reminding you that even now, after 2 years of war, there are still a few people who think something like this.
Listen, we're winning the war. It'll be over in no time. What's the use of working yourself to death? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there are some people like that. And yet no one can tell us when the war will be over, because no one knows. But everyone knows that we're now in a crucial moment of this war, and we must break every war production record to keep arms flowing to the front. In order to do this, hundreds of thousands of women are needed in war-useful work, because they are the only adequate source of labor to replace men who are entering the service. Women must work as men must fight. And since lack of experience is not a handicap, women can get war-useful jobs in transportation, communications, retail trades, and other necessary services. So, ladies, if you can spare the time for a part-time or full-time job, time to work along with millions of fine American men and women, go to your United States Employment Office and tell them that you are available. Your United States Employment Service can tell you where you are needed most. And now here's Jeffrey Barnes and Act 2 of Death Talks Out of Turn.
Lieutenant Andy Blake and his enterprising and charming wife, Arabella, have become involved with a Nazi spy ring in wartime Washington. And as the second act of our play opens, Lieutenant Blake has come to report the emergency to his superior officer, Colonel Parker, who will take the steps necessary.
Colonel Parker, wake up! Colonel Parker!
Ed, what is it?
Oh, Lieutenant Blake, come in. It's that Q Street business I told you about, Colonel. My wife was right. They pieced together a lot of North African and invasion data, and
Keep your voice down, Lieutenant.
Oh, sir, I think these people in the Q Street house have also got my wife. They kidnapped her just now in front of the place where I live.
Don't worry, Lieutenant. We'll have the house on Q Street in the bag in 10 minutes.
Yes, but...
I'll have 2 companies of guards turned out to search Washington and get orders through to watch all roads.
But I want to do...
I'll keep in touch with you, Lieutenant. The best thing for you to do now is to go home and try to get some sleep.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. But I couldn't get some sleep. I kept thinking that Arab might be merely a small huddled shape somewhere. I got into the car and drove back toward Q Street. Suddenly, a block away, my headlights gleamed on a small white sports shoe lying by the side of the road. It was Arab's. I stopped the car, leaped out, and bent over to pick it up. It was too late when I saw the club swinging from my head. Sometime later, I came to, lying in the back of a car with my arms and legs securely bound with rope. The car turned into a driveway, and someone pulled me out.
Well, Lieutenant Blake, you must have a hard head. I didn't expect you to be conscious so soon.
Where's my wife?
If you're quiet, you will see her in just a minute. Hold still, Lieutenant, while I untie your legs. If you will notice, Lieutenant Blake, you're now in a very lonely section along the Atlantic coast. The house here was once used by rum runners during Prohibition, but it has been well stocked with ammunition for just such emergencies as this. Come on, Lieutenant. Your legs are untied. We're going in.
Joey! Joey! Well, Chief, I see you got the little boy scout.
You may sit in that straight chair, Lieutenant. I think we will leave your hands tied. You've caused too much trouble. Joey, tie up his legs again.
Andy, are you all right?
Oh, nothing wrong but paralysis of the brain. That and the company we find ourselves in.
You are amusing, Lieutenant.
You're pretty killing yourself, Mrs. Fielding. But how are you and Jonesy and this mug going to get out of this? Our Army and Navy isn't asleep, you know.
Your defense command has no chance. Give us the German Army and the Navy and the Air Force, and we, the Gestapo, will rule the world.
Chief, it is late. We've got to get moving.
Lieutenant, you will see how well the Gestapo works. Our submarine is waiting off the coast. All I have to do is signal her and we will be picked up. I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Lieutenant. I know you're thinking I will signal with a light and one of your destroyers will see it. But you are wrong. Our signal light is an infrared ray. Can only be picked up by a photoelectric cell.
Andy, is there really one of our destroyers out there?
Of course there is, Mrs. Blake. I've seen one in the last few minutes. But it will do you no good. You Americans are too stupid.
So, you have the plans for our invasion of North Africa here, Jones. And now you're going to signal them to the commander of that submarine. But what's to prevent the submarine commander from taking all the credit himself, huh? All right. You work for Himmler. But who does the sub-commander work for?
Admiral Canaris of the German Naval Intelligence, of course.
But do you think that sub-commander and Admiral Canaris will give you a build-up? Do you know what's going to happen to you?
Why, no, of course not. What do you mean?
In a few minutes, the sub-commander will see you coming out in a rubber boat. He'll tell his men that there are Americans in the boat. 10 rounds of rapid fire. 10 rounds, Jonesy, and you'll be...
Stop it! Stop it, I tell you. We'll see who gets the credit. I won't give the plans to the sub-commander. I'll use the shortwave set.
But the destroyers can pick up that stuff.
A chance in 100. One destroyer cannot cover the entire shortwave band. We'll take a chance. Joey, get the code book in the lower right-hand door. Get paper and pencil.
Yeah,
first sentence, Jones to Ulich. Second sentence, for Himmler only. Third sentence, 2 United States forces sail from East Coast ports of embarkation. Fourth sentence, objective North Africa, absolutely confirmed. Encode that, Joey, quickly. There will be more.
Okay, Chief.
Andy, why did you talk into using the shortwave?
But with them using a shortwave radio, our men will be able to locate the target, this house, and start shooting. Any minute now. There it is! Come on, boys! Lay it into that! Watch for this one, Jonesy! Come on, boys! Right one, come on! Down 5! 1, 2, 3, down! Joey, let me! Now on the people! Hurry up! They've got their bracket now. No change, no change. Hurry up, Joey! Hold on to your hat, Arab, darling.
I won't hold your hand.
I wish I could think of something deathless to say.
I love you, Andy.
I love you.
That was enough. Andy, wake up, darling.
Huh?
You've got to.
What happened? What am I doing here?
You threw a hand grenade at Jonesy after the explosion that wrecked the house.
Oh.
Just as he fired his .45 at you. And missed.
What about the grenade?
Didn't go off.
It didn't.
You aren't wounded, really. Only a little burned. It was the explosion of the house that got Jonesy.
Where's Rennie and the other guy?
They got away in the rowboat. Submarine must have picked them up.
And why didn't the grenade go off?
They don't go off unless you pull the pin, dear.
I never even fired a BB gun. How would I know you had to pull a pin?
Andy, you must have thrown it like a baseball. You hit him right in the head.
I did?
You can throw grenades that well, darling. We'll have some special ones made just for you. Without pins.
But I saw a flash, and there was an awful noise.
.45 makes an awful racket when it's shot off right in your face. You just got some powder burn.
What about the submarine?
I think our destroyer got it, Andy. Was out there putting over depth bombs while you were out. The noise just stopped this minute.
And we've got to get right back to Washington and make a report. To think this all started because a few people forgot and talked about their work. Well, if they'd only kept their mouths shut, none of this would have happened, Arab. Nor could you have overheard any of it and got us mixed up in it.
Oh, Andy, darling, I won't ever try to stir things up again. From now on, I'll be quiet like a mouse.
Well, all I can say is, if you're going to be a mouse, darling, heaven help the cat.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Molle Mystery Theater play tonight has introduced us to a very lovable little lady who delights in solving problems.
As a matter of fact, she's right here, Mr. Barnes, and wants to tell our audience about another problem. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Arabella Blake.
Thank you, Dan. You know, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, after my experience in Washington, I did settle down. But later, when Andy went overseas, I became aware of the problem Mr. Seymour's referring to. And, well, I knew that when Andy heard about it, he'd think I was up to something. But I went out and got myself a job. And, ladies, I didn't have any previous experience. Just that short while as a secretary in the Ordnance Department. But I had plenty of time and I guess a sort of appreciation for the privilege of being allowed to live while the momentous history of today is being made. You know, we women know how to work. All of us do. And oftentimes we can take over and do just as good a job as the men. And friends, the need for women and more useful work is urgent. So tonight, I want to ask each one of you ladies in the audience to consider the advantages of helping your country now, in this, the crisis of the war. At the same time, I want you to consider the extra income you'll have earned. Then, if you decide that you can take a war job, go immediately to your local United States Employment Office and tell them you're available. Ladies, our country's need for woman power is serious. Our country's need is now.
And now Jeffrey Barnes to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, we welcome to our Molle Mystery Theater two of the most unusual detectives you've ever met. Miss Rachel Murdoch, a delightful old lady of 70, and her Persian black cat, Samantha. Our story was written by D.B. Olson, and its title is The Cat Saw Murder. So, mystery fans, we invite you to be with us next week for that mystifying adventure thriller, The Cat Saw Murder.
Good evening. This is Sergeant X. I don't think we need a Gallup poll to tell us that nearly everybody's in favor of a good mystery story. There's enough would-be Sherlock Holmes in most of us so that we get a kick out of attempting to solve a crime, even if it's only on the radio. So get out those magnifying glasses and meerschaum pipes for tonight's adventure in the Mystery Playhouse. Tonight, the Mystery Playhouse gives you amateur sleuths a chance to exercise your talents. We invite you to match wits with the author of tonight's story, Earl Derbiggers, creator of the Charlie Chan series, and see if you can solve his mystery before the solution is finally given. You will be presented with a murder and 5 likely suspects. And if you catch the various clues as they come, you'll be able to put your finger on the murderer before the curtain falls. And here is a hint to the most important clue of all. It's contained in the title of tonight's tale, 50 Candles. Good hunting.
My name is George Winthrop. I'll never forget that horrible night I stood alone in the library of my former employer, Henry Drew. It was a stern and foreboding room. The heavy yellow fog from the fields of marsh grass seemed to be pressing close against the window panes. I'd been invited to Henry Drew's birthday party. Inside the big house, it was oppressively quiet. And then suddenly, I ran the door of the dining room. The table was set with gleaming silver and white linen. In the center stood a cake with 50 pink candles. I took a few steps across the room and stopped, horrified. There was a body on the floor. But let's go back to the events that led up to my shocking discovery. 4 years ago, Henry Drew, the San Francisco millionaire, had hired me to take charge of a copper mine in China. The mine had been a failure, and Drew promised that if I could make it pay, he'd reward me with a third interest in the property. Well, after 4 long, hard, and successful years in Yunnan, I returned to Shanghai to see Henry Drew.
Yes, Winthrop, you've done a splendid job, and I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you, sir. It was a tough job. I think I really earned my third interest in that property.
What? A third interest?
Oh, yes, you remember. You said if I could make the mine pay, you'd give me, in addition to my salary, a third interest in the property.
Why, you must be dreaming, boy. That's ridiculous. I never made any such promise, and you know it.
But you gave me a word.
Well, I assume if you have a witness.
Of course not, but I fulfill my end of the bargain. I demand that you keep yours.
Oh? Then I'll accept it.
Accept what?
Your resignation.
Oh, so that's it. Well, you won't get away with it. I'm going to...
Oh, am I interrupting something?
Not at all. Come in, Carlotta.
Have you finished your business?
Yes, my dear. We're quite through.
Through?
Mr. Winthrop, I suppose you'll be glad to get back to the States.
Yes, Mrs. Drew. Good day, Mr. Drew. I'll see you in court. I was young and ambitious, and this act of injustice seared my mind with hatred for Henry Drew. Well, I booked passage as soon as I could to San Francisco. The boat was crowded, and I was informed that I'd have to share a stateroom with the ship's doctor and another male passenger. When I went on board and down to my stateroom, I found that already...
Make yourself comfortable, Mr. Winthrop.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Parker.
There'll be another gentleman in here, they tell me.
Put my bags in here, Hung.
Yes, Mr. Drew. Oh, hello, Doctor. Huh? Winthrop, what are you doing here?
These happen to be my quarters, Mr. Drew.
Well, in that case, I'll have mine changed immediately. Come along, Hung.
Yes, Mr. Drew.
What a character, Dr. Parker. A famous Henry Drew who made his millions swindling other people.
Well, you'll have to admit he has good taste in women. Mrs. Drew is quite attractive.
Oh, sure. But he's old enough to be a father.
Who's the young American girl that Drew hired as traveling companion for Mrs. Drew?
Oh, she's Mary Telfair.
Oh, you must be interested.
Well, I am, but so far it's all on my side.
Excuse, please. Mrs. Drew would like Dr. Parker come to Drew's stateroom right away.
Oh, yes, I'll be right along, Hung.
Thank you, Doctor.
You know, it's an odd thing about his relation to Drew. It's more of a slave than a servant.
Slave?
Yeah. About 20 years ago, Henry Drew saved his life. And for that, Hung pledged Drew 20 years' servitude. Old Drew really exercised his rights as a master, too. Once he even prevented Hung from marrying a Chinese girl that he fancied. Later, the girl married old Dr. Sue.
Well, I imagine Hung will be very happy when his 20 years of slavery end, and he can do as he pleases. In any event, better luck with your romance.
Yes, Mary, it's really been very funny. Old man Drew couldn't get another stateroom, see, so he's had to make the best of an uncomfortable situation, bunking with me.
I can imagine. But he's really been very nice to me.
Well, who wouldn't be nice to you?
George, look down there on deck.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Park and Mrs. Drew, huh? Yeah, they're going into Drew's stateroom.
I wish I had her clothes.
And her money. Yes, I think the good doctor has more than a professional interest in Mrs. Drew.
Yes, I gave Mr. Drew a sedative, and he's sleeping quite soundly.
The old fossil. It would be too bad if he didn't wake up. Couldn't you arrange matters, Doctor?
No, Carlotta, that would be too obvious. I think we'll just have to be patient and let nature take her course. Uh-oh, here comes Hung.
Excuse, please, Mrs. Drew. Mr. Drew asked me to tell you he would have dinner 8 o'clock.
Very well, I'll be ready.
Thank you. I told Mr. Drew.
He knows more about Henry's personal affairs than I do.
Well, what about Drew's son, Mark? Has he made up with his father? I remember they quarreled years ago.
No, he's a lawyer, and he has no use for me. He thinks I married Henry for his money. And just between ourselves, Doctor, I think he was right.
We arrived in San Francisco 3 days later. And then came the surprise. Old Henry Drew was giving a party at his home. It was to be a birthday party, he said. In spite of the bad blood between us, he insisted that I come. But the most important reason for accepting the invitation was, well, the thought of seeing Mary again. Hung Ching Chung called for me later, and we drove to the Drew mansion on Nob Hill. The fog was thick, hung like a blanket.
Oh, I'm delighted to see you, Winthrop. Take that chair for the fire.
Thank you.
I've been thinking over our little business discussion.
Please, Mr. Drew, let's not spoil your party with business. My lawyer will call on you tomorrow.
All right, boy.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, hello, Mary. You look beautiful.
Pretty as a picture, Mary.
Well, thank you, kind sir.
Excuse it, please, Mr. Drew.
Yes, well, what is it, Hung?
With your permission, I will go to my room.
All right, Hung. But be back in time to serve dinner.
Yes, Mr. Drew. Thank you.
I don't imagine you two will object to being left alone for a moment. I want to have a look at the table. I want to be sure all 50 candles are on the cake. Excuse me.
I wonder whose birthday we're celebrating.
Search me. He said 50 candles. That lets him out. He must be well over 60.
Yes. His son Mark is coming, but he's a young man well under 50.
Well, perhaps it's for Drew's partner, Dr. Su Yen Hun.
Mary. Oh, Mary.
Oh, dear. Now, what does she want? I'll be right back.
It was then it happened. When everyone was upstairs but myself, I was standing alone in the Drew library. It was oppressively quiet. Suddenly I heard... I ran to the door of the dining room. The French window stood open to the fog. I took a few steps across the room. The table was set with gleaming silver and white linen. In the center stood a cake with 50 pink candles. Another step, and I stopped, horrified. Henry Drew was on the floor with a knife in his chest. Mr. Drew!
birthday. Candles. Drew! Oh, my God. He's dead.
I was shocked and horrified as I stood there in the Drew dining room with Henry Drew's dead body at my feet. I stepped quickly to the open French window and saw a dark shadow across the lawn which disappeared in the twinkling of an eye. I heard running footsteps on the gravel path outside. Without thinking of the danger or consequences, I stepped out on the veranda, stumbled down the stairs, and tried to follow along the path. And then suddenly...
Hey, look out.
Good Lord, Winthrop. Oh, Dr. Parker, am I glad to see you.
Well, what in the world are you doing out here?
Something terrible's happened.
Well, what is it? Speak up, man.
Henry Drew has just been murdered. We returned to the Drew house, and I met Mark Drew, Henry Drew's son, for the first time. A good-looking, brisk young man of 35. He'd been detained and arrived at the party just a few minutes before I found his father dead. A few minutes later, Detective Sergeant Barnes arrived. He was a cool, quick little man and all business from the word go. After a brief investigation in the house and outside, he ordered us to the library.
All right. Quiet, everybody. I have here the place cards of the guests for this birthday party. Mr. and Mrs. Drew, Miss Telfair, Mr. Winthrop, Dr. Parker, Mark Drew, and Dr. Soo-Yun Hun. Oh, Mr. Drew.
Oh, yes, sir.
Dr. Soo-Yun Hun lives a few doors down the block, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He's the only guest who hasn't arrived. I wonder if you'd mind sending one of the servants to his house and ask him to come over here.
Of course, Sergeant. I'll be glad.
Now, we'll start with you, Mr. Winthrop. What happened?
Well, I was standing in here alone when suddenly I heard somebody cry out. I ran into the dining room and saw Mr. Drew on the floor. He was dead.
Did you see a knife or any other weapon?
I didn't look for one. I heard footsteps outside on the path, and I went through the open French window and tried to follow him. Then I got lost in the fog and bumped into Dr. Parker. He came in, and that's about all.
What's your position here? A friend of Henry Drew?
Decidedly not. I was a former employee.
Decidedly not. What do you mean by that?
Sergeant, may I speak?
Why, yes, Mrs. Drew.
Mr. Winthrop was employed by my husband in the Yunnan mine in China. Mr. Winthrop claimed that my husband had promised to reward him with a third interest in the mine he managed.
Well, that's true. He did.
He claimed he'd been treated unfairly and quarreled violently with my husband, who dismissed him.
Well, that's not true. I resigned.
But you admit there had been bad blood between you and Drew.
Well, yes, I do.
Mrs. Drew, what were you doing at 7:30?
I was in my room. Miss Telfair was helping me to dress when we heard the cry.
What then?
Miss Telfair started out of my room.
I tried to leave, but you held me back.
Naturally, I was frightened.
Dr. Sue should be here shortly, Sergeant.
Good. Where were you, Mark, when your father was murdered?
I was on my way here in a cab.
Well, I'll check that later with the driver. But for the time being, I'll assume that clears you.
Well, you certainly don't suspect me.
I suspect everyone until he's proven innocent. Who's that?
Oh, that's Hung Chin Chung, my father's servant.
I see. Come here.
Yes, Mr. Officer.
Oh, Sergeant, I'd like to put in a word for Hung. You see, he's been in my father's service for 20 years. I'm sure he's the sincerest mourner here tonight.
It is good to have such honor in the eyes of my master's son.
Tell me, Hung, where were you at 7:30?
In my room on the 4th floor. My master gave me permission to go there. Mr. Winthrop, hear that?
Yes, that's right.
Did you hear the cry?
No. When I came downstairs, I found my master was dead.
All right, Hung. Suppose you go out and fix us some coffee.
Yes.
Now, Miss Telfair.
Yes.
What about you?
When I heard Mr. Drew scream, I ran downstairs. I looked in the dining room.
Yes?
And saw Mr. Drew.
Yes, go on.
I screamed and ran from the room.
Did you see a weapon of any sort? A knife?
I scarcely looked. I was frightened. Then Mrs. Drew rushed in, and when she saw the body, she almost fainted. I went upstairs and got some smelling salts. Came down here.
When you took the time to get the smelling salts for Mrs. Drew, you went to your own room first, didn't you?
Yes.
You wanted to hide something you'd picked up from the side of the dead man in the dining room.
Well...
Under your mattress was a pretty obvious place to hide this jade-handled Chinese knife.
Yes, but... No, I know it was the worst thing I could have done, but I was so excited I didn't think.
Mary, you did that for me.
you wonder.
Then this is your knife, Mr. Winthrop.
Yes, that's my knife.
How do you account for the fact that it was found beside the body?
Well, it was stolen from me, of course.
Of course.
Well, it must have been taken from my luggage in the stateroom on the boat. There were just 3 men who had access to that luggage. One was a dead man, the second was Hung Chin.
And the third?
Dr. Parker.
Nonsense. What motive would I have?
Motive enough. A secret love affair with my father's wife that's been going on for more than a year. Lust for money and a well-known lack of scruples, my dear doctor.
I tell you, I didn't steal Winthrop's knife.
Why not? A man who would steal another man's wife would hardly stop at the theft of a dagger.
Never mind, Mark. I'll take that. Hello. No, this is Detective Sergeant Barnes.
What?
When? Yes? Yes, I see. Well, very well. Just don't touch a thing until the police arrive.
Oh, what is it, Sergeant? Is something wrong?
Plenty. That was the servant you sent for Dr. Tu Yan Hun.
What? Is the doctor coming?
I'm afraid not. Dr. Tu Yan Hun has been stabbed to death.
Why, that's incredible.
Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hysterical.
Hysterical! 2 murders and the second one right under your very nose. I demand that you do something. No one is safe.
Please, Mr. Drew. Sergeant, I demand that you release all of us. Since we were with you, we obviously could not have
Stand
committed...
it up, Parker. You weren't with me when Drew was killed.
But are you implying...
I'm implying nothing. For the last time, may I point out that everyone in this house is under suspicion until this murder is solved.
Everyone? But I was upstairs and my husband was stabbed.
And so was Miss Telfair. And Hung Chin. So what? Any one of the 3 of you could have gone down the back steps, out the back door, through the garden, entered the French doors, killed Henry Drew, and then returned the same way without being seen.
One moment, Sergeant. May I say a word?
Yes, of course, Mark.
Well, it occurs to me there's one important link in this mystery that hasn't been explained. The 50 birthday candles.
50 birthday candles?
Yes. Whose birthday is this anyway? Father was 69, Dr. Sue was over 70. Look, may I speak to you privately?
Well, all right, come along.
Mary, I didn't kill Henry Drew. You believe that, don't you?
Yes, John.
Oh, and that's all that matters. No matter how this evening ends, it's taught me one wonderful thing. That you love me.
All right, everybody. I have an important announcement. My investigation is at an end. You're all free to go now, except George Winthrop. Of course, you will be called later as witnesses.
Sergeant, you don't mean that... No, it isn't true.
I'm afraid it is, Mary. George Winthrop, I arrest you for the murder of Henry Drew.
I dropped into a chair beside Mary, too shocked and stunned to speak. And then strange things began to happen. All the guests left except Mary and myself. Sergeant and Mark Drew went into the next room and appeared to be consulting together. When they came out, Sergeant Barnes warned us to be quiet and turned out the lights. He stamped around the hall and opened and closed the doors. Then everything was quiet. The 4 of us, Mark, Mary, the sergeant, and I, sat there in the darkness. Minutes passed like hours. What did Sergeant Barnes have in mind? It was so quiet I could hear the clock ticking.
Now, Mark, anyone attempting to leave or enter the house would have to pass through this hallway, right?
That's right.
Good. Now, you better slip out. Take your place in front of the house now.
Right, Sergeant. Good luck.
Sergeant, I tell you, I...
Quiet, you fool. You ruin everything.
Sergeant, are you... That is, are we waiting?
Waiting? Yes.
You mean...
If you both will be quiet and listen and wait, you'll see what I mean. Not a word.
George, he has something in his hand.
Oh, no, you don't! That takes care of that.
What happened? Who is it?
The murderer. Who else?
You said that George...
No, not George. Turn on the light, Mary, and you'll see.
The light, yeah.
Never mind, I have it. Good Lord. It's Hung Chin Chung.
Oh. Look, he's coming too.
You were right, Sergeant.
Oh, Mark.
I caught Molly, the Chinese girl, outside in the car. Your men are holding her.
A Chinese girl?
Who's Molle?
Molle is the wife of Dr. Su Yen Hun.
She killed Dr. Su?
No. Hung committed both murders. But the two of them planned to run away together. That's why Hung had the suitcase with him.
Well, then you mean you don't think that...
No. Sorry to give you such a bad time of it, George. But we had to in order to trap the real murderer.
Well,
You see, everyone thought Hung was in his room when Henry Drew was killed. But it was very simple for him to go down the back stairs, go over to Dr. Sue's, murder him, come back here and murder Henry Drew, and then return to his room again. The killings were simplified because both men trusted Hung and probably had no warning. Of course, it was the clue about the 50 candles that... Conscious now. Help him up, George.
Right.
Come on. All right, Hung. What have you got to say for yourself?
Let me speak to him, Sergeant. I'm sorry, Hung. I always thought you were loyal to my father. Long ago, he saved your life in Honolulu. In return, you swore an oath to serve him for 20 years. Today, you were to be a free man.
Yes, that is so.
Those 50 candles on the cake were for you. This is your 50th birthday.
So that's why old Drew said 50 candles before he died. He was trying to indicate the murderer. All right, Hung. You and the Chinese girl...
Let the woman alone. She did nothing. She was only waiting for me.
Well, then what connection did she have...
To you, I tell nothing. To Mr. Drew, everything. All this was to be. Long ago, the gods arranged it. And who is man that he should struggle against the gods? Years ago, I wanted to marry Molle. I asked permission of your father, but he would not share my services with Molle. He took me on a long voyage, and when we returned, Molle had been given to the evil Dr. Su Yen Hun. They hated the doctor and Mr. Drew for that. They swore that when I was free, I would kill them. Today, I kept my oath. Do not grieve, Mark Drew. It is the decree of the gods. But now, gentlemen, by your leave...
Look out, he has a knife!
Good night, gentlemen. No.
Sergeant, is he...
I'm afraid so. He's done a good job.
This is horrible. Poor Hung. You might think it's strange, but my father never meant much to me. Yet Hung, well, he was my friend for as long back as I can remember. If I had only known earlier what the 50 candles meant, this might have been prevented.
Yes, Mark. If.
Well, that's the curtain on tonight's mystery, 50 Candles. How did you do? Were you able to outsmart the author and put the finger on the murderer? Or did you just jump from one suspect to the other, finally drawing a blank? Well, if you got it right, congratulations. If not, better luck next time. Say, before you put those detective tools away, follow me to the green room and see if you can't pick up a clue or two about our next performance in the Mystery Playhouse. Follow me, please. Come.
I'm alone now. The last of the funeral guests have gone, and I am alone in my study. There's been a queer sense of freedom in the house since the coffin was carried away. The coffin that now lies hidden in its solitary grave beneath the brown earth. Claire is dead. She was my wife. And yet I feel no sorrow. Little wonder. It was I who murdered her. Yes, I murdered her, but it was done too cleverly for anyone to suspect me. The power of mind over matter. Now that I look back on it, I marvel. Less than a month ago, she was strong and healthy. Then I began working on her ignorant fears, convincing her that she wasn't well. I could almost see the seeds taking root. Her appetite left her, and she began to complain of stomach pains. She took to bed. The doctor, stupid fool, could find nothing wrong, but it was clear he was worried. I waited patiently, letting her tortured mind ravish her body. And then one evening, I walked into her bedroom. There was a cup of broth on her night table. In the half-darkness, I dropped the white powder into the broth. 5 grains of arsenic. An hour later, she was dead. Now the worst of it is over. The long night when she lay cold and still in her room adjoining mine. The funeral, the tearful platitudes of our friends, the weeping and the wailing. Over, done and gone with. The money is mine to do with as I please. No longer will it be doled out to me at her whim and pleasure. All mine. I shall close the house. No one will question that the memories of familiar things are too keen to bear. But first I must discharge the cook and the housemaid. Immediately. Come in.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Goddard?
Oh, yes, Hannah. Come in and close the door, please.
Yes, sir.
What's that you're carrying?
It's a picture of the madam. I found it in the attic, and I polished the silver frame. I thought you'd like to have it, sir, to remind you.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Hannah.
It's a very good likeness. That is, until she was taken ill. I never saw anyone change so fast.
It's the nature of her disease, Hannah.
Somehow I can't believe she's gone. Every now and then I have a queer feeling that she's still here.
Well, you're just upset.
I have a feeling she wants to tell me something.
Hannah, please.
I didn't mean to talk about it, but I keep listening for a voice, waiting to hear what she wants to tell me. When they took her out of her bedroom, I wouldn't let Millie straighten up. I wanted to do it myself. And there, on the night table, was the last thing I brought her. A cup of broth. She drunk part of it, but
Hannah, I'd rather not discuss it.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't really go on like this, not after what you've been through. Waiting on her hand and foot. I wondered why you didn't hire a nurse those last weeks.
Oh, I preferred to do it myself. I was afraid a nurse would have alarmed Mrs. Goddard.
Yes, and they're always prying into what doesn't concern them, aren't they? They think they know more than doctors do. Of course, some doctors don't know much at that.
Mrs. Goddard couldn't have had a better doctor.
And nobody could have done more for her than you did, sir, I'm sure. There are few husbands who would have done what you did. Very few. You wanted to speak with me about something, sir?
It's not important, Hannah. It can wait for another time. For long minutes after the door had closed behind her, I could feel my heart pounding madly. The palms of my hands were cold and damp. Everything had changed. The feeling of well-being and satisfaction was gone, and in its place was nervous, uncertain fear. Why had she made it a point to mention the cup of broth? And what else had she said? Oh, yes. Few husbands would have done more for their wives. More than I did. Very few. The words had double meaning. Had she meant them that way? No, it was impossible. Just a coincidence. A ghastly turn of a phrase. There was nothing to worry about. Nothing.
Well, it doesn't look like you'll have much detective work to do in this one. The murderer's already told us who he is. Sounds to me like our next production is going to be one of those psychological stories going all out for terror. No, sir. I don't think there's going to be anything light and airy about our next attraction. So, if you like them grim and frightening, be right back in your seats when we raise the curtain on The Web. This is Sergeant X, closing the doors of the Mystery Playhouse. Good night. Sleep tight. Armed Forces Radio Service.
And now, the Molle Mystery Theater, presented by Molle. Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream for tender skin.
Good evening. This is Jeffrey Barnes, welcoming you to the program that presents the best in mystery and detective fiction. More than a year ago, we presented on this program a hard-hitting detective story entitled Murder in the City Hall. I received many letters from you fans telling me how pleased you were with that story. And I wasn't surprised, for that story was based on a novelette entitled Spanish Blood, written by one of the greatest of the modern mystery writers, Raymond Chandler, author of The Big Sleep and of the recent hit motion picture, Murder, My Sweet. Well, tonight we're going to repeat that fine story. So here it is, Raymond Chandler's Murder in the City Hall.
Well, say, Mr. Barnes, before we get started, let's turn the clock back to 8 o'clock this morning. You know, 8 o'clock, the time of morning that lots of men hate because they have to shave. That is, except the men who shave with Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream. Yes, sir, with Molle, it's smooth. So smooth. It's slick. So slick. It's a smooth, slick shave you get with Molle. Molle, the heavier brushless cream for tender skins. That's right. Molle is the shaving cream that's heavier. The cream that's made for a wiry, hard-to-cut beard or tender skin. Because Molle is heavier, it not only softens your whiskers, it stands them up straighter and lets your razor clip them off close and clean. So you shave faster, closer, easier, and you shave painlessly with Molle, the heavier brushless cream for tender skins. Molle. And now for tonight's Molle mystery, Murder in the City Hall.
Down this corridor, Sam. It's the end office.
Oh.
Can you beat it, Sam? Bumping off Donegan and Marr. Boy, will this make trouble down at City Hall.
Right, Pete.
2 months till election, and one of the candidates for judge is dead as a doornail.
We went to school together, Donnie and me. Carried the torch for the same girl. He won. He always did. A great guy.
Here, Sam, we turn down this way.
Yeah. Yeah, Donnie Moore was a great guy until he got into politics. Then he changed. Got mixed up with the mud.
Keep out of politics. That's my motto.
And something happened to his marriage, too. What kind of sour? Feel sorry for his wife, Belle.
Still carrying the torch for us, Sam?
Yeah, maybe.
Here we are.
All right, officer. Lieutenant Sam Delagara and Pete Marcus of Homicide taking over.
Yes, sir.
Here's the body.
Slumped over in his chair with 2 bullet holes in his chest.
Anybody hear the shot, Pete?
No. Well, the office is probably soundproof.
Who reported the killing?
His secretary. She went to lunch an hour early today, and when she came back, she found this and phoned the police and Mar's wife.
Where's she now?
The secretary? They sent her home. She was getting hysterical.
Hey, look, Pete, here's a gun in his hand. Only it hasn't been used. Probably his own.
Don't see any empty shells anyplace, Sam. Whoever did it must have been smart enough to pick up the shells.
Here's his appointment pad. Somebody named Imlay was due here at 12:15. It's 1:30 now.
Who's Imlay?
Wait a minute, sure. There's an assistant DA named Imlay on Big Boss Master's ticket running for judge against Marr.
Sam, you don't think...
I don't know what to think yet. Hey, take a look at this writing on the pad.
Pretty shaky, isn't it?
Yeah, very shaky, just as...
Hello, boys.
Afternoon, Mr. Coroner.
Hiya, Dad.
Well. An important stiff this time, yes? Well, let's see what we can make of it. 2 slugs, eh? Small ones. Look like about 25 caliber.
A lady's gun.
Close to the heart, but not touching. Must have died about an hour ago. About 12:30. Maybe a minute or 2 after he was shot.
You don't have to be so cheerful about it.
Pete, here they are.
What's that?
The missing shells. The murderer hid them in the humidor there under some cigar butts.
Let's see him.
Yep, just as I thought. 25 caliber shells from a small gun. Like maybe a woman would use.
I got it. Hello? Oh, yes, Commissioner. This is Lieutenant Pete Marcus. Yeah. No, nobody's been here but the coroner. Hold everything till you get here. Sure thing. No printer, cameraman yet. Only me and Sam Delagara. Yeah. Yes, sir. Here's Sam. The commissioner wants to talk to you.
Hello, Commissioner. Sure. What am I doing on the case? Well, I was just standing around. They sent me over. Well, sure, I knew Donnie Moore, but I didn't room with him. Okay, Commissioner, you're the boss. Right away. Oh. Pete, you've got to take care of things till the commissioner gets here.
Me? What about you?
He's ordered me to take a run up to Marr's cabin at Puma Lake. Don't tell anybody, only I'm calling on Donnie's wife first.
Well, what's the idea of sending you off like this?
My guess is that he doesn't want me working on this case.
Oh, hello, Mr. Sam. My, it sure is good you came.
Well, Minnie, I'm sorry about what's happened, but I got to see Mrs. Moore right away.
Oh, sure. Come on in, sir.
No reporters yet?
Oh, no, sir. Nobody ain't been here yet. Only the commissioner. He just phoned about 5 minutes ago.
The commissioner phoned here?
Why, yes, Mr. Sam.
What'd he say?
Well, I don't rightly know, Mr. Sam. He talked to Mrs. Moore. And she ain't said a word even to me ever since she heard the awful news. She just stands around like she's dead.
Well, I'll go on into her. And don't talk to anybody, Minnie. Don't say anything. Hello, Belle.
Oh, Sam. Sam, I don't know what to say. It's all so terrible.
I know. Donnie was in a tough racket, Belle. And when you play with fire...
Who killed him, Sam? That's the important thing. Have you any idea?
Well, there might be one suspect.
A man or woman?
A man. Somebody connected with the Masters gang Donnie was running against.
Oh, what's this rotten city government coming to?
Belle, are you really so sorry Donnie's killed?
Why do you ask that?
I want to know.
Yes. Yes, I am sorry, Sam. I really am. I didn't think I could be, but now that he's dead...
I knew something went wrong between you two. Donnie'd been running around with a fast crowd, other women.
Please, I'd rather not talk about it.
That's what you say. What did the commissioner just say to you on the phone?
Oh, how do you know he called?
Well, let's not go into that, Belle. What did he say?
Well, it seems that a man named Imlay, one of Donnie's opponents in the election, had been mixed up with a nightclub singer called Stella Lamott. The commissioner found some rather sensational pictures of Imlay and Stella in Donnie's desk drawer.
What? Why, he's crazy. Pete and I looked. We never saw any pictures.
The commissioner thinks Donnie was trying to blackmail Imlay into withdrawing from the race. Evidently, he and Donnie had quite a row, and Imlay beat him to the draw.
Do you believe that, Belle?
I don't know what to believe.
Belle, do you want me to do anything about this?
Oh, I do, Sam, I do. Donnie's eyes stare at me from the walls wherever I look.
Well, how about giving me the keys to his cabin up at Puma Lake?
Why?
I've been ordered to go up there and look around.
Certainly, Sam, you can have the keys. But wait just a moment. I'm going with you.
You know what I think, Belle? Sending me up to Puma Lake to get me out of the way down there.
Who's they?
Oh, the commissioner, and behind him, Boss Masters.
Sam, do you think Big Boss Masters might have had Donnie killed?
No, Belle, that doesn't add up.
Why not?
Because Masters would never have allowed Imlay to become involved in such a thing. Imlay was running on Masters' ticket.
Well, then you don't think Imlay is the murderer.
I don't know. Oh, it might be just what the commissioner says it is. A quarrel over those pictures of Imlay and Stella Lamott. After all, Donnie might have threatened to blackmail Imlay.
Well, Donnie's done a lot of things lately I haven't been proud of.
Well, here we are at the cabin. A lonely little place. When was Donnie up here last?
Oh, I don't know. He was always coming up here for conferences. At least he said he was coming here.
I'll nose around a bit, see what I can find.
I'll come along with you, Sam.
No, Belle, no. You wait here in the car. You can turn on the radio if you like. I'll be right back. Take it easy, Ken. Calm down.
I'll be all right.
We interrupt this program to bring you the latest bulletin on the City Hall murder of Donegan Marr. The police are now working on the theory that Marr was killed in a quarrel resulting from pressure which he was putting on his rival, Assistant District Attorney Imlay, in order to force his withdrawal from the coming municipal election. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of Imlay, but at present Imlay's whereabouts are unknown. Keep tuned to this station for further bulletins.
Come on, Belle. We're getting back to town.
Did you find anything, Sam?
Let's get going, and I'll tell you on the way.
You did find something. You can tell by the expression on your face.
Yes, Belle. Something I wasn't supposed to find.
What?
A dead man. A bullet through his temple.
Who is it?
Imlay.
Imlay?
Yeah, and he's been dead for hours, at least since last night.
But Donnie was killed this morning. That means that...
Imlay couldn't have killed Donnie, exactly.
Then... who did?
That's what I'm going to find out.
As the curtain falls on Act One of tonight's Molle mystery, it looks as though Marr and Imlay don't stand much chance of being elected. Now. What think you, Mr. Seymour?
Well, Mr. Barnes, would you believe it if I told you that there are plenty of men who'd be willing to change places with either of them?
Dad.
Well, almost anyway. For instance, there's the fellow who'd sooner be shot at than shaved. And say, Matt, if that's how you feel about shaving, chances are you have wiry whiskers or a tender skin. So try Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream for tender skins. Molle gives you a shave as smooth as sailing, as slick as a whistle. Yes, Molle is the heavier cream. The cream that not only softens your whiskers, but holds them up straight as corn stalks while your razor cuts them down quickly, easily. With Molle, you shave faster, closer, easier, and you shave painlessly. Try it. See if you don't say, it's smooth. So smooth. It's slick. So slick. It's a smooth, slick shave you get with M-O-L-L-E. Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream for tender skins. Molle. Now here is Jeffrey Barnes and Act Two of Murder in the City Hall.
Young Police Lieutenant Sam De La Guerra suspects that the city's political machine is behind the murder of his old friend Donegan Marr. The police believe that the machine candidate for the judgeship, a man named Imlay, committed the killing in self-defense. But De La Guerra knows Imlay could not possibly have killed Donegan Marr. Now he returns to police headquarters.
Hi, Sam. Good thing you're back already. The commissioner wants to see you.
Yeah, and I want to see him, too. Listen, Pete. Were you in Marr's office when those Stella Lamont photographs were found?
Yeah, but I didn't find them. The commissioner did.
Did you see him find them?
No, but I don't think he planted them, if that's what you mean.
That's exactly what I meant. Now, look, Marr is murdered. So the voters are going to think Big John Masters had him killed because he was giving the political machine a run for the money.
You don't think that, do you, Sam?
No, I don't. But even if the killing had no political meaning, Masters and his machine would have to clean this killing up fast, or else. And if they can pin the killing on Imlay, the case is a cinch. And Masters gets all the votes.
How do you figure that?
Well, Masters and the commissioner pin the killing on Imlay. Get it? But they do it so it looks like Marr was blackmailing him. So Marr's a villain, and Imlay's practically a hero because he shot in self-defense.
Good Lord, Sam, you don't
That's the way they dope.
Ah, there you are, De La Guerra.
Evening, Commissioner.
Come on to my office here. I want to talk to you. Find anything up at Puma Lake?
I wasn't supposed to, was I?
This is no time to be making cracks. You're on the carpet.
What's up?
You didn't do a very good job up at Marr's office this morning. You said you went over it. And yet you failed to find the photographs Marr had in his desk.
So you walk in and find them immediately.
That'll be enough, De La Guerra. Then when I order you up to Puma Lake, you stop by and pick up Marr's widow and take her along with you.
Oh, word certainly gets around fast, doesn't it? What's wrong with my taking Mrs. Marr up there?
Never mind. Trouble with you, De La Guerra, is that you're always too quick on the trigger, too fast on the pickup for your own good. Now, that doesn't fit in with what the department expects of you.
I suppose you're trying to say that you want my badge.
That's right.
Okay. Here it is.
You're being suspended for a hearing, De La Guerra.
And to lay off the Marr case. That's it, isn't it?
There isn't any Marr case. Imlay's admitted the shooting through his attorney. Claims self-defense. He'll surrender in the morning.
Oh, Imlay admits the murder, huh?
Yes. My advice to you is to relax a bit. Stop trying to blame everything on the political machine in the city. Pay a little more attention to being a good cop.
That's the trouble, Commissioner. As a good cop, I can add up a few things I know about this case, and they don't make sense. But I can promise you one thing. The killer of Donegan Marr isn't going to get off unpunished.
Yeah? Who's there?
It's me, Sam De La Guerra. Hello, Joey.
Okay, copper. Come in. What do you want?
I got $100 for you.
This ain't Christmas. Why?
You know a girl named Stella Lamont?
I don't know. I might.
Well, you ought to. Stella Lamont's only her stage name. Her real name's Stella Chill. She's your sister.
So what?
What about her and assistant DA named Imlay?
Nothing.
You better talk fast, Joey. You're going to be sorry. Stella's accused of the killing of Donnie Marr.
She never even knew Marr.
But she did know Imlay.
Well, what's wrong with that? She was playing him for a shakedown.
Yeah? Tell me more.
Stella and a guy named Taribo were working together on it. He put Stella up to it. So she put some drops in Imlay's liquor and he passed out. Then she and Taribo set up those pictures. She put an arm around his neck and put a bottle of liquor in his hand. And just like a dame, she gets scared and spills the whole thing to me.
Why'd she get scared?
She got to like Imlay. She was afraid Taribo might rub him out. So I followed Taribo. I live in a shelter. After a while, I trail him to Big John Masters' apartment.
I see.
Did I get my $100?
Well, it listens good so far. What do you make of it, Joey?
Only that Stella didn't kill Ma. Imlay must have done it.
Where can I find Stella?
I think maybe she's left town. Just like I'm going to do. It ain't healthy for me in this town.
Get your hands up over your head, both of you. Don't look this way, copper. Keep your back turned.
No,
What do you want? I don't know you.
That's why I'm here, Taribo. I want to get acquainted with you. Shall I come in?
Why not? You're halfway in already.
Yeah. Well, a nice little place you got here, Taribo. Must be in the money.
Did you come here just to admire my apartment?
No, but I might as well, as long as I'm here.
Who are you, anyway?
Take a look at my back. You ever see it before from a broken window?
What's the matter? You nuts?
You been out of here in the last half hour?
Who cares?
You been doing any shooting, Taribo, with a stool pigeon named Joey Chill?
No. It's Joey. Don't tell me Joey's been killed.
All right, little girl. Who are you?
Shut up, Stella, and get back in the other room.
Stella Lamont. I'm Joey's sister. Don't tell me he's been killed.
About 20 minutes ago. He was telling me all about what... Oh.
There. That ought to keep that copper quiet.
Taribo, what do you know about Joey being killed?
What do you mean? What do I know?
Who killed him?
How do I know?
You've got to talk fast, Taribo. You've got to tell me where you were a half hour ago.
Shut up, Stella. Get on the phone and get Masters here in a hurry.
This is Jeffrey Barnes again. In just a moment, we'll return you to Act 3 of Murder in the City Hall.
Here's something for dandruff sufferers to keep in mind. Most ordinary hair preparations are no more effective for combating dandruff than plain water is, for they merely do what plain water does, that is, remove loose dandruff. But a scientific product called double danderine does more. It actually works where most ordinary hair preparations fail. For double danderine kills the germs that many outstanding authorities contend are a cause of a common type of dandruff. Yes, and it actually kills these germs on contact. Now, the amazing effectiveness of double danderine is due to a special ingredient called alzan, an active antiseptic so remarkably efficient that many hospitals use it. And among hair preparations, double danderine and double danderine alone has it. So try double danderine and see if you don't agree that most ordinary hair preparations can't compare with its dandruff-combating effectiveness. If you're not satisfied, return the empty bottle and get your money back. Buy double danderine at your druggist.
Look, Mr. Masters, he's coming too.
All right, son, all right. Pretty tough lieutenant, isn't he, Taribo?
Too tough for his own good. Come on, Copper, sit up.
Hey. Well, quite a reception, huh? No boss Masters himself. What's the idea?
All right, Delegate. From now on, I'll do the asking. What do you want coming here to Taribo's apartment?
I was looking for Stella Lamont.
Why?
I want to find out who killed Donnie Marr.
What's there to find out? Imlay has confessed to his attorney that he killed Marr.
Why hasn't he appeared and made his own confession?
We expect him to do that in a day or two.
Only he won't. Because he's dead. Lying flat on his face in that cabin up at Hume Lake.
Imlay? Dead?
He can't be.
And what's more, he was dead before Marr was killed. He couldn't have killed Marr.
Well, Garrett, what you say is true.
Sure. Imlay probably went up to talk with Marr as soon as he got wind of those pictures you had Taribo fake. Why wouldn't he? When he went to see Marr last night and not this morning. They must have got into a fight and Imlay got killed.
You mean Marr killed Imlay?
Who else could have done it up there?
And who killed Marr?
Yeah, who killed Marr?
How about it, Masters?
Oh, why should I have Marr murdered?
You must have had those pictures of Stella here planted in Marr's desk.
All right, Delegate. We did plant those pictures. We had to do that. Only now
it won't work because Imlay's dead.
Delegate, I'll pay you $5,000 if you can find me the murderer of Imlay. How much do you know about the case?
Several things. First, Marr evidently got a fake phone call from someone making an appointment for Imlay at 12:15 today. Now, that must have scared Marr if he knew he'd killed Imlay the night before. So what did he do under the circumstances? Why, stall, of course. Sent his office girl off to lunch, put his gun where he could reach it in a hurry. Be all set for trouble. And when his 12:15 visitor arrived, he got his gun out, but he didn't use it.
So what?
I'm not sure yet. But Marr was no slouch with a gun, and he was on edge. He was all set. Why didn't he shoot?
Why? Because there was a woman who called on him?
A woman?
You mean Stella here, because she loved Imlay even though she started to frame him.
Why, you dirty... No, I didn't kill Ma.
Come on, Stella. Talk. You must have known that Ma was going to blackmail your boyfriend.
Sure, Stella.
For you lousy...
Look out!
This is for you, Taribo. You killed Joey.
Oh, why, you little...
Now, Taribo.
Stella.
I got him, didn't I?
Yes, Stella.
I don't mind kicking off myself. Only...
Yes, Stella.
You've got to believe me when I say I didn't kill Ma. Somebody else did that job.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Sam.
Hello, Minnie. Where's Miss Moore?
In the other room. She just sits in there and...
Okay.
Sam, I've been waiting and waiting. What's happened?
Stella Lamont just killed a skunk by the name of Taribo.
Oh.
Case is officially closed, I guess. I pinned Donnie's murder on Taribo somehow. There'll be an inquest, of course, investigations, plus a lot of people shooting their mouths off to horn in on the publicity. And the papers will play it up big for a while. But as far as the police are concerned, the case is tied up in a package.
Oh, Sam, I'm so glad it's all over.
Yes. Only I'm pretty sure now a woman really killed Donnie.
A woman?
Yes, Belle. But they'll never know who.
Oh, one of those women he'd been running around with.
Maybe.
What makes you think a woman killed him?
Because he was shot with a small gun, such as a woman might use.
Sam, that doesn't prove it was a woman.
No, not exactly. But for a while, I was sure Stella Lamont might have killed him.
But she didn't?
No, I'm positive of that. Her dying words to me tonight were that she didn't kill Donnie.
And you believed her. Oh, Sam, how could you take the word?
I had to believe her, Belle. The caliber of her gun didn't match the shells I found in Donnie's office. And then on my way here, I began adding up all the clues.
Then you know who killed Donnie.
Donnie didn't die right away, Belle. The coroner said that. And Donnie had nerve. He tried to protect someone. Someone very close to him, Belle. And the writing on his appointment pad was pretty shaky. He must have written Imlay's name on the pad afterwards, when he was alone and dying. Well, maybe Donnie was sorry how he'd treated you, Belle.
What?
Anyway, he wanted to shield you.
Oh. All right, Sam. It was the horrible kind of women he went around with. I was desperate. I had to stop him.
Downtown, they like the case as it stands now. Nobody will ever figure out who killed Donnie. I'll get my police job back, all right. And you, Belle, you're going to do what Donnie wanted you to do.
Do? Do what, Sam?
You're going to suffer, Belle,
Oh, no.
the way you're already
I don't
suffering.
want to. No, Sam, I can't.
You're going to suffer the way Donnie wanted you to suffer. You're going right on living with the memory of how you killed him until you've really paid. The hard way.
No, Sam, I'm not. I couldn't bear that. I'll give myself up.
Okay, Belle. Let's get going.
And now this is Jeffrey Barnes again, inviting you to be with us next week when we present the greatest modern mystery classic of them all, Emlyn Williams's famous play and motion picture Night Must Fall. And as guest star, Miss Virginia Field, star of the Broadway hit Doe Girls and the motion picture Waterloo Bridge.
And now this is Dan Seymour saying goodnight until next Friday at this same time, when the Mystery Theater presents Night Must Fall.
Tonight's Mystery Theater presentation came to you from Radio City.
Molle. M-O-L-L-E. Molle, the brushless shaving cream with a special protective film that guards your face, presents the Molle Mystery Theater.
Tonight, Molle, the brushless shaving cream which puts face protection first, brings you another in the series of programs which puts mystery and excitement first. Each Tuesday night at this time, you'll hear one of the great mystery stories selected either from the famous classics or from the best of the moderns by Mr. Jeffrey Barnes. Mr. Barnes, having made a lifelong study of mystery fiction, is a connoisseur of fine detective stories. Mr. Barnes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Molle Mystery Theater. Tonight's story is unusual in many ways. First, it is an original mystery written especially for radio. Secondly, it is the work of a young man who has never before written a mystery story. The writer is Corporal Frederick Maytho. Corporal Maytho walked into my office one morning with a script under his arm. I promised him I would read his story. I did. And I got the shock of my life. Here was a first-time effort, and yet, in my opinion, it ranks with the very best in mystery literature. So it is with a great deal of pride that we now present for the first time anywhere a story written by Corporal Frederick Maytho and entitled The Comic Strip Murder. Now, friends, before our Molle Mystery Theater play begins, listen. Listen to the sound of a weapon fired at our men by the enemy, but aimed by someone here in America who talked too much. Yes, Americans, when someone here at home talks carelessly, it helps the enemy aim his bombs and guns and other weapons at our men. So don't you be that someone. If you know any war secret that has not been reported on the radio or in the newspapers, keep it a mystery and help keep our men alive. And now to our play, The Comic Strip Murder. It is evening. Two people sit on a dimly lighted terrace of a New York penthouse apartment. One is the district attorney. The other a woman who looks tense and frightened.
It's 11:30. And my husband's going to murder me at midnight, Mr. Hanley.
Tonight? Mrs. Stetson.
You think being married to a comic strip artist has given me an overactive imagination? Well, I thought so, too, when I first went to see you, but not anymore. Look, Mr. Hanley, let me tell you the whole story. These past few weeks, Mark has been drawing Buzz O'Keefe with blood on his pen. My blood. You follow Buzz O'Keefe in the Morning Telegram, don't you, Mr. Hanley? Mm-hmm. Why, of course. Everybody does. You've eaten up his lurid tale, one bloody episode after another. Well, I've lived with that comic strip for 9 years. It's been Buzz O'Keefe this and Buzz O'Keefe that until I could scream at the sight of a drawing board or a newspaper. Mr. Hanley, now I'm frightened. Very frightened. You see, Mark's murders are so messy. His fans love blood and pistol shots and poison and spiked doors and charred bones and acid.
Gee, Alice, look. Buzz O'Keefe's locked in the cellar and it's filling with ammonia gas. Uh-huh. And that model Jules upstairs in the penthouse. Yeah. How's he ever going to save her? Him locked up so fast.
Times Square? Okay, mister. Say, you read Buzz O'Keefe today? That guy's really in a jam. I think this Von Sewell's getting tired of that babe's double time. He's going to kill her yet. Today...
Skip it, will you? I read it.
Hiya, Bill. What'll it be? Toast and coffee?
Yeah, and the telegram.
Yeah. Why did you read Buzz O'Keefe this morning?
I think this Fonso fella's gonna murder that chick, Juliet. He's reading books on flesh-eating acid.
If he's going to use that stuff, it's goodbye, Juliet. She ain't going to keep that Patsy long.
Bottle favor.
Not this time.
Juliet, they're going
Yes, he's mad. She ought to die.
Lots of guys want to kill her. Wouldn't fool around like that.
Buzz.
Mr. Hanley, I am Juliet in the comic strip. The reason Mark's going to kill me is because of John Slater. See, Mark and John are partners in the O'Keefe strip. Golly, I remember the night Buzz O'Keefe was created 9 years ago. Mark and John hadn't seen each other since they graduated from college the year before. It was our first wedding anniversary, and we were at a small nightclub uptown.
Well, John, you old bat. It's about time you showed up.
That's right, John. We thought you'd never get here. You know, you've been promising to come east for a long time.
Took me that long to get over your saying yes to Mark and no to me, Julian. Making any progress in the commercial outfield, Mark?
Well, this freelance business is all right in spots, John, but...
But we do all right, John.
Oh, I see. Like that, huh? Mark, why don't you get into a steady line in art? How about newspapers? Political cartoonists do well, or say, why don't you do a comic strip? Good money in it if it catches on.
Well, Mark's tried that. I guess they don't like a sense of humor.
You said anything about humor. Comic strips aren't funny anymore. Get up a good blood chiller, an adventurer for a leading character. A detective, maybe. A guy who's always getting into tough spots and getting out of them again. Crime, the gorier, the better.
Well, it's an idea.
Look, Mark, do me something to show around. About a week's strips. Novellas of the story in outline. I'll sell it for you, Mark. What do you think?
Well, why not? I think a detective would suit me best, though. Should have an Irish name. Let me see. Ryan O'Keefe. O'Keefe, that's good.
Oh, look, how about calling him Buzz? You know, sort of a busy-sounding name. Buzz O'Keefe.
Buzz O'Keefe. Yes, Buzz O'Keefe is swell. Waiter.
Yes, sir?
Bring us another round. We're going to drink to Buzz O'Keefe. Who? Never mind. You'll know him soon enough.
And that's how Buzz O'Keefe was born, Mr. Hanley. John Slater and my husband, Mark, became partners. John is a promotion man and business manager. Perfect success story, huh? Not quite. There were lots of things we didn't figure on. See, Mark worked hard and late to meet newspaper deadlines. He never went anywhere. I worked hard with him, I guess. I modeled, read to him, did research work in crime. We thought that the strip would let us lead a normal life after we got it going. Well, it didn't work out. Then John Slater began taking me out. Oh, it was Mark's idea. He brought it up that afternoon. John dropped into the studio about 2 years ago to discuss it.
Hello, Drudges. What's buzzing today?
Drudge is right. I'm in a mess here. Mr. O'Keefe is. He's on the top of the building holding onto a high-tension wire, and Concrete Head Joe is cutting the wire.
I'm rooting for Concrete Head Joe. How are you, John?
So, Julia. Just dropped in to tell you about the new 5-year contract I've got for us. How about celebrating?
Oh, I can't, John. Too much to do. But say, Julie's tired of working. Do her good to step out. Why don't you two celebrate?
Good hunch. How about it, Julia?
Well, the idea's pretty appealing if you really don't mind, Mark.
No, not at all. Run along and have some fun.
That should never have happened, Mr. Hanley. You see, I thought John Slater was over his crush on me, but I guess he wasn't. And I guess I realized, too, that I was sick of Buzz O'Keefe and what he had done for 9 years of my life. And that I was sick of Mark, too. Well, one night about 4 months ago, while we were at a cocktail party, Mark came out into the garden and he found me in John Slater's arms. There was no scene. Oh, not then. We didn't talk at all until later in the car on the way home.
I knew Mark's been drinking heavily, but he seemed sober to me. Finally, I couldn't stand his silence, and I said something I've been meaning to say for a long time. Mark, I want you to divorce.
Out of the question, Julie, darling. I need you near me for a while. It's more convenient. You see, I may want to kill you.
Mark!
Yes, Julie, kill you. This is what kind of a fool you take me for. Don't you think I know that leech trader is taking away from me? I do all the work. He gets the same royalties I do. And now it's you he's taking. Or has taken.
Mark, you're drunk.
Not that drunk, darling. Not that drunk.
I didn't close my eyes that night. I wanted to wake Mark to hear him say something that would assure me that he hadn't said what I knew he'd said. Well, the next morning, Mark came down the studio in his robe, as he always did. He seemed quite normal.
Morning. Good morning. Wonderful day and all that. Good night's sleep. How about my morning cup of coffee, darling?
Mark, last night we...
Last night? Oh, last night. Yeah. Quite a ball we had, wasn't it, huh? I remember parts of it, like spilling the Manhattan all over Mrs. Drew or Droop or whatever her name was. And then there was...
And then there was the drive home.
Huh? Drive home? What about it? Oh, now, don't tell me I was feeding you. Great Scott, won't I ever learn?
Mark!
Yes, sweetheart.
Nothing. Here's your coffee.
Thanks. Now, you run along. Let me work. Oh, before you go, there's something you can tell me that will help. If you were a beautiful model named Juliet, you were going to be murdered, what would be the most horrible fate you could contemplate?
That was the beginning, Mr. Hanley. First, I thought he was really planning a murder for his cartoon detective to solve. And then, well, one night we went to a reception a publisher gave for Jim Tull, the mystery novelist. While I was dancing, Mark and Tull sat down and began to talk. When I came back, they were sitting in an alcove, and they were deep in conversation. They didn't notice me as I stood close enough to hear them.
You mean to tell me you haven't yet figured out a way to murder your character, Juliet, Mark?
Well, I have some ideas, but none of them quite satisfy me, Jim. You see, there's so many ways to kill a beautiful woman. And the man who's going to do it hates her so. I thought you might have a tip.
Why murder her, then? She's so proud of her beauty, so arrogant. Well, wouldn't it be a more fitting revenge for your murderer to maim her? Disfigure her?
I've considered that. And it is the best. But for my purpose, she must be killed. Maybe I can do both.
Why not? You've created a shallow, treacherous beauty. Your readers will relish seeing her beauty destroyed before she dies.
Jim, I think you've got something there. That's what I'll do. Or draw, rather. I think I can do both by using a bath of flesh-eating acid. I can just see the murderer.
What happened?
Julie, darling, are you all right? Well, what happened?
It was the next day that I first came to see you, Mr. Hanley. After I left you that day, I came back to the apartment to find Mark working feverishly at his table. I stood behind him as his long, slender fingers brushed in the pure line. Mark? Mark, why did you model your Juliet's apartment and her terrace after hours?
Why should I draw one from imagination when I have a perfectly good one? Yes. Makes it easier, that's all.
You're even putting in our fish pot.
Very observant of you, my dear.
Yep.
I've got good use for that little item.
Oh?
Have you noticed the size and shape of our fish pond?
Well,
No? Well, I measured it the other day. It's 5.5 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 18 inches deep.
Mark, you can't mean.
Ah, but I do. The perfect coffin. And by the way, Julia, in tomorrow's episode, consider a gallon drum of acid.
Yeah, sure. Gosh, looks as though Buzz O'Keefe is going to have a murder to solve soon. Monsoon's buying the acid today. Okay, I'm meeting 8-Eye.
Sam, with fastened glasses to the ceiling, you're sitting reading the newspaper.
Come on. I first got to finish with Buzz O'Keefe. Acid Russell was buying today. And for my tailor yet. Just like to me he was coming.
Okay, Mrs. Jones. Ready for your permanent now. Oh, you're reading Buzz O'Keefe. Ain't it something? All Juliet's boyfriends are murder movies. And the acid, well, isn't it just too horrible?
She's going to get it.
What's it's 5 gallons of it.
I bet it's going to be in the fish pond.
Horrible, ain't it?
Hey, look at this.
Puzzle saver.
Not this.
Buzz O'Keefe. Buzz.
Well, Mr. Evans, it looks as though Julia is right. Seems as if things that happen in Mark's comic strips are mighty apt to happen to her in real life. Yet, of course, it could be just coincidence.
That reminds me of a friend of mine who was always blaming things on coincidence. For instance, he'd always nick and irritate his face while shaving. Then he changed to Molle and started getting swell shaves. He said, oh, that's just a lucky coincidence. But I noticed that he kept on using Molle, and he kept on getting smooth, comfortable shaves. And, gentlemen, this is why. Molle brushless shaving cream contains a special protective film. This special film helps guard your skin against tiny, almost invisible nicks and scrapes that make your shaves uncomfortable. As a result, you get a really pleasant, comfortable shave every morning. So why not try it tomorrow? Remember to ask for Molle, the brushless shaving cream that puts face protection first. And now back to Jeffrey Barnes and Act 2 of the comic strip Murder.
Julia Stetson sits in her penthouse apartment telling the district attorney about her husband's plan to kill her. Kill her precisely as he plans to kill his comic strip character, Juliet. Kill her by submerging her in a large fish pond filled with deadly acid.
As you say, Mr. Hanley, Mark isn't well mentally. If it hadn't been for you, I'd have run away long ago. Well, after Van Sewell, the comic strip character, bought the acid, Mark did the same thing. When I asked him about it, he only laughed at me. He showed me the labels and said it was dry cleaning fluid he bought from a tailor. He was going to clean the upholstery of the car himself. But, Mr. Hanley, its contents are in the fish pond right now. Look, this morning I had an attack of hay fever, so I came down to the studio later than usual. Mark, he's very late.
Well, this is the day, Julia. The comic strip murder's finished. I've got the actual murder taking place in 3 days of stretch. I've had them done for some time, but I've hidden them from you.
Hidden them?
Yes. But since I'm turning them in this noon, I think it's only fair for you to see the fate of poor Julia. So here, take a look.
But, Mark, this man...
That's right, Julia. You see, it wasn't Zool who sent the acid-filled wine bottles to Julia. It was this new character. Was her husband. Yes, looks a little like me, doesn't he? Well, he's been watching her. And hating her. See how horrified Juliet is. Look at the wonderful expression I got on her face in this panel when her husband takes the hypodermic needle out of his pocket. Good, And look at the action in these panels. See? He grabs her arm here and she starts to scream, but he gags her with his hand and plunges the needle into her neck. See?
It's horrible. Needle in her neck.
And here, the final touch. Masterpiece of tenderness. Her husband kisses her gently on the forehead before putting on his rubber gloves. See? Here? And then he lowers her gently into the fish pond. And she can't move a finger to stop him. But Julia, You're trembling. I've never seen you so interested, so affected. Oh, shall I take these away? Maybe you'd rather not see them.
I mean, yes, I want to see them.
Good. The last panel's the best. We show Julia's husband calmly smoking a cigarette as he looks with a fake smile on his lips. What's going on in the fish pot? Of course, we can't show that. But you can imagine it. Can't you, darling?
Mark's finally left, Mr. Hanley. But his last words to me were, I'll be back late, darling, around midnight sometime. You'll be here, won't you? That's the story in every detail I can remember.
I see.
Mr. Hanley, Mark's going to be here any minute now. I know he's going to try to kill me because, well, tonight, Juliet, the girl in the comic strip, is going to be killed. I'm frightened, Mr. Hanley. I'm frightened something will go wrong with our plan. Mr. Hanley, you won't let him. I mean, he won't have time to...
No, Mrs. Stetson. He won't have time to murder you. I'll be behind the screen every second. At any rate, if something does go wrong and he reaches you before I have time to interfere, use this revolver and use it quickly.
All right. And I'm to stand at the far end of the terrace.
Yes, as far away from the fish pond as you can.
It's 12. You better...
No, don't worry about a thing, Mrs. Stetson. I'll be behind the screen.
Where are you?
On the terrace, Mark.
Oh, I knew you'd be waiting. Well, let's get our first ritual over with. Then I've got a real surprise for you. Where's that? Why, it's
Mark, what are you going to do? What's that needle for, Mark?
Well, now, really, Julia, dear, after all, this can't be news to you. We've gone over it before. You should be past being frightened by now. Leave me your arm.
No, Mark, no.
Oh, stop squirming. It won't hurt. That's why I'm doing it.
No, you're trying to kill me. No, let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Julia, you fool. Give me that gun.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
It's all right, Mr. Stetson. They were blank cartridges. Mrs. Stetson, I arrest you for the attempted murder of your husband.
What did you say?
You can drop it now, Mrs. Stetson. It's curtain time.
You don't know what you're talking about. Well, you saw him try to use that needle on me. It's full of poison or drugs, you saw him.
Yes, poison you put into it this afternoon. Poison you put into your own hypodermic needle. Oh, we know your husband has been giving you injections for hay fever.
What about the acid?
You and John Slater bought that acid, not your husband, Mrs. Stetson. You and Slater had motives for killing Mark, so he wouldn't give you a divorce to marry Slater, so with Mark dead, Slater would get your husband's royalties from the Bottle Imp strip.
And the plot for the entire Juliet secret. That's why she gave me that. She gave me that story. Why, I thought it was such a good story, too. But she was leading to this crime. Julia, you little...
The most ingenious part of the whole thing was calling me in on the case. If I'd believed the story, she had just got through weaving for me, and if she had shot you, it would have been a clear case of self-defense, with the district attorney as her star witness. But they always slip up somewhere.
What do you mean? How?
You forget that today was your wedding anniversary.
No!
So I was lucky enough to find that out. Mrs. Stetson, a man who is going to murder his wife, doesn't arrange a surprise party for her at midnight. Mrs. Stetson, come back here. Stay away from that parapet.
Julia, don't climb over. You'll fall. Come back.
No, nothing's doing. If you don't like it, come and get me.
Stanley, stop her. She's trying to walk along the ledge and then escape with the fire escape.
Oh, good Lord, it's 50 stories down. She's mad.
Julia, look out. Julia, you're going to...
Good heavens.
Julia. Oh, good God.
Mark, go to a hotel for the night. I'll get in touch with you in the morning.
The bell. I'll...
Well, what is this?
What's the matter with you? You forgotten? Come on, everybody. All together. Happy wedding anniversary!
Oh. Yes. Happy wedding anniversary.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of tonight's exciting Molle Mystery Theater presentation of The Comic Strip Murder.
Hey, mister, what's so funny? Oh, boy, what a comic strip. It's called The Little Shaver. It's all about this guy who nicks and scrapes his face while shaving every day. Oh, is that funny?
Well, it sounds very funny. What's happening in the strip today?
Well, here's where he dreads to begin his shave. And here's where he nicks himself.
Well, say, why doesn't someone tell him about Molle?
That spoiled the comic strip. Well, then there wouldn't be any problems. No problems, no comic strip.
Well, friends, it's true. Molle does put an end to shaving problems. Molle helps guard your face from irritating little nicks and scrapes because it puts face protection first. Because, you see,
Molle's special film has more real body and substance than light, fluffy cream. It gives your razor something to ride on.
And then, also,
Molle's special film contains a blend of beard-softening ingredients and non-irritating oils that are actually of medical purity. Molle is made of official United States pharmacopoeia ingredients, the same as used to fill doctors' prescriptions.
Yes, in every way, face protection comes first when you use Molle. So your first Molle shave is really pleasant. And day after day, as that special film helps guard your skin, your shaves get better, better, and better. When you shave with M-O-L-L-E. Molle, the brushless shaving cream that puts face protection first. And now once again, Jeffrey Barnes to tell you about the Molle Mystery Theater play for next week.
For next week, ladies and gentlemen, I have chosen a classic short story of suspense and murder by the eminent W.W. Jacobs. It is entitled The Interruption. So, mystery fans, we invite you to be with us next week for an ingenious tale when you will learn the secret behind The Interruption.
The original music for the Molle Mystery Theater is composed and conducted by Jack Miller. The comic strip Murder was written by Corporal Frederick Mitchell. Until next Tuesday, this is Dan Seymour saying good night and good shaving with Molle. The brushless shaving cream that puts face protection first.
Every day, thousands of men and women supplement their diet with IY, ironized yeast tablets. Is your diet deficient in iron? Do you need more vitamin B1? IY tablets give you extra iron to help build rich red blood, extra vitamin B1 to help keep nerves steady, help you maintain pep and strength. To help keep vigor and vitality, take ironized yeast. They're small, easy-to-swallow tablets. Insist on IY, ironized yeast tablets. This is the National Broadcasting.
Good evening. This is Peter Lorre. Hey, did you ever have a nightmare? Did you ever go through a horrible experience that seemed very real? Yes, sometimes reality and unreality seems one, and you're not so sure anymore, like the fellow tonight in a mystery playhouse. we are going to have a nightmare. That is, we are going to hear about somebody else, which is almost as bad. This gentleman had a particularly realistic one. In fact, he didn't know for the life of him whether or not it really happened. But you will listen for yourself to the unfolding of William Irish's strange and intriguing story of a man who dreamed he committed murder and woke up to the fact that maybe he actually had. Listen to Nightmare.
Dodge, Homicide Division.
Clip, this is Vince.
Oh, hello, kid. What's on your mind?
Clip, I've got to see you now, as soon as possible.
Look, kid, I'm working. What's so important you can't tell it on the phone?
Clip, I think I killed a man last night. I don't know whether I dreamed it or it actually happened. That's why I've got to see you.
You killed somebody? I can't believe it. Not you, Vince. Well, listen, meet me in the office in 15 minutes. Whatever you do, don't tell anybody else about this. Go ahead, Vince. Tell me some more about this dream of yours.
Well, after that, Clip, all I remember is the white face. The face of a woman. Beautiful, but false somehow. You see, we were in a room with nothing but doors. 8 doors, frame to frame, with no wall space between. Well, I opened one of the doors, and suddenly someone rushed at me. We struggled, and he forced me to the floor. As we fought, he said to the woman, "Hand me that knife." Well, I raised my hand to defend myself, and suddenly I felt the handle of something. I realized the woman had put the knife into my hand by mistake. And then
Then you stabbed him.
Yeah. Then I stabbed him. Well, after that, the woman disappeared, and I felt I had to hide the body. Well, behind one of the 8 doors, there was a closet. I propped the body inside, and I locked the door. Then I went out of the house. That's horrible. I can't get it out of my mind.
But what makes you think any of this actually happened? It's an unpleasant dream, sure, but it's not unusual. Lots of people dream they killed someone.
But when you dream, do you wake up with big scratches on your wrist like this one?
What are you asking me to believe? You got up in your sleep and you killed somebody? A scratch on your wrist proves nothing.
I admit that, but then when I got out of bed this morning, I found this button.
Now, wait a minute. You're not going to tell me that button came off in your hand while you were wrestling with that guy in the dream.
That's the way it happened.
That I refuse to believe. It came off your shirt.
I could never afford pearl buttons. You know that. Not real pearl.
Now, listen to me, Vince. I don't want to hear any more of this. If I weren't your brother-in-law, I'd lock you up and call a psychiatrist.
How do you think all this makes me feel? Cliff, if it wasn't for the key, I could forget the whole thing.
Key? What key? I suppose it's something else from your dream. Now, stop it, Vince. I don't want to hear any more.
That's right. Go ahead. Get sore. But no matter how angry you get, it doesn't destroy the reality of this key. Look at it. You never see a key like this these days. It's fretted, it's full of scrollwork made of brass, old-fashioned, but nevertheless real. And in the dream, if it was a dream, that's the key I used to lock the body in the closet. What's there left to think? Only this. There's somewhere there's a door that this key belongs to. And behind that door, there's a dead man, and I don't know where. My Lord, I don't know where. Nor who he is, nor how and why it happened.
Now, look, kid. It's just one of those cockeyed dreams that happen to people, that's all. But if it'll make you feel any better, you can go in the teletype room and watch the reports, Vince. Every crime committed in this state is reported on those machines. Maybe you can identify yourself with some criminal and get this thing off your chest. I'll join you later. Haven't you given up yet?
Don't be funny, Cliff. There's one here that's possible. A stabbing in a town called Clarksburg.
Clarksburg?
Yeah.
There's no transportation up there. You never did learn how to drive a car. You'd really need supernatural aid to kill somebody up there.
Now, wait a minute, Cliff. Here's some more coming in on that stabbing in Clarksburg. It's a description.
Killer, 5'9", weight 150, brown hair, wearing a yellow and green sweater under a brown suit. Hey, Vince, you wear a yellow and green sweater, don't you?
Don't be coy. You gave me that sweater for Christmas.
Maybe it's only a coincidence, but you're about 5'9", weigh about 150. That couldn't possibly have been you, Vince.
Who are you talking for, yourself? I know I found that key in the button in the pocket of my brown suit. You're not kidding anybody. You want to know just as much as I do. Come on, let's get started for Clarksburg.
That lousy rain must be a cloud burst.
I can't see a thing. This windshield wiper's broken. Cliff, do you know where we are?
We've been lost for the past 5 minutes. I don't even remember how we got on this road.
Well, I'm going to roll down the window. Getting wet's better than crashing into something. Hey, Cliff.
Yeah?
Take the next road to the left. That'll get us to Clarksburg.
How do you know it'll get us to Clarksburg? I thought you said you'd never been out this way before.
Well, I don't know how I know. All of a sudden, everything looks familiar to me, as if I'd been over this same road before. I just know you've got to turn left at the next road. Stop here, Cliff, stop here!
Hey, what's the big idea? You're trying to kill somebody, grabbing a brake that way?
That house, Cliff. There with the big porch. That's the house with the 8-room door.
How do you know that's the house? I thought you said you'd never been out here before.
I've never been here before in my life. Unless
it happened in your dream, is that it? Well, I think this is all crazy. We'll soon know for sure. Come on. We're going in and see whether there's an 8-doored room or not.
Funny, the front door wasn't locked, Cliff.
Never mind that. How do you know the 8-doored room is upstairs?
I just know, that's all. Cliff, I think it's this room right here. This is it. This is the place, all right. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
8 doors. Where's that key?
It's right here in my pocket. Now, you'll have to get it out. I can't. My hands are all wet, perspiration.
Stop acting like a baby. You're sweating all over. There's the key. Now, which door?
That one, I think. There's nothing there.
Not now, there isn't. But there was something there.
What?
Look. There's blood on the wall.
Oh, Lord. Now do you believe me? Now do you understand that I wasn't joking when I told you about my dreams?
Sure, I believe you. I believe you dreamed you killed somebody and stuffed them in the closet there. I believe you never saw this place before. That you intuitively knew which road to take and which house to come to. What do you take me for, a dope?
I wasn't lying to you, Cliff. Honest, I wasn't lying.
You came to me for help, didn't you? But you didn't have guts enough to come clean to say, Cliff, I went out to a place last night and killed a guy for such and such a reason. No, you cook up a dream trying to take advantage of me because I'm married to your sister.
No, Cliff.
Abusing my gullibility because I like you. Making a fool out of me.
Cliff, I wasn't lying to you. Everything happened just as I told you it did. How I happen to know this house was here, I don't remember. You've got to believe me.
Shut up. The dream's over now and baby's awake. You're going to start all over from scratch, you and me. I'm going to get the facts out of you.
Please, Cliff, let go of my shoulder. You're hurting me.
What were you doing here last night?
I never was here before. I never saw it until I came here with you.
Don't lie. Every time you lie, you're going to get something like this.
Oh, please, Cliff, I'm half crazy already without you beating me.
Who was the guy you did it to? What was his name?
I tell you, I don't know. I don't know.
Are you going to answer me, Vince?
I can't. You're asking me things I can't answer.
Who was the guy? Why did you kill him? I've handled close-mouthed guys before. You're going to tell me if I have to slap it out of you. Right in this spot where you killed somebody else.
Cliff, please don't hit me again.
What was that?
It sounded like a door slam.
Then there's somebody else in this house. Which door did we come in?
I don't know. One of the 8.
All right, you guys, I've got you covered. Back up against that door there. One false move and I'll drop you.
Haven't you found what you're looking for yet?
Yeah, I guess I've seen enough. This stuff in your wallet identifies you. Cliff Dodge, Homicide Division. Why didn't you say you're a detective?
It's nobody's business.
Okay. Wagner's my name. I'm the sheriff around here. When I see people monkeying around a house where a murder's just been committed...
Murder? You found the body?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, there were two murders. A man was killed and stuffed in that closet over there. We found the other body outside. A woman. Wasn't dead when she was found, but she was dying. Run over by a car. Deliberately. The car was run back and forth over her body. She said a few things before she died. Told us all about the other body in the closet. And gave us a pretty good description of the killer.
She said the same person murdered the man in the closet and deliberately ran over her body with a car?
No, but what else is there to conclude? Poor Mrs. Fleming. She owned this house, expected her husband home from South America tonight. She was a flirt, but even so, a very charming woman.
You don't happen to have a picture of this woman, this Mrs. Fleming, do you?
There's one in the next room. That door behind you.
Open the door, Vince.
I can't, Cliff, I can't.
Open the door.
Please, Cliff.
Open the door.
That's her, that big picture on the left. Pretty, wasn't she?
Cliff, that's her.
Well, now what's the matter with him?
He's fainted. Can't stand the sight of people who've been murdered, even if it's only a picture. Give me a hand with him, will you? There. Now, do you feel any better, kid?
Yeah, I feel all right. Cliff, that picture, it was the same woman. The woman from the dream.
Also, the woman who was run over and over with an automobile.
But I can't drive, Cliff. You know I can't drive.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for that, I'd have turned you over to Wagner for murder.
Did the sheriff leave?
Yeah, he left. But I still don't believe that stuff about a dream. Are you sure you didn't leave something out, some small detail?
No. I told you everything, Cliff. I was tired. I went to bed early. I fell asleep. That is right after Mr. Berg closed my door.
Berg? You didn't mention any Mr. Berg before.
Well, he moved into our rooming house about a month ago.
Why did he come into your room?
Well, the lights went on a blink. I remember he was carrying a candle.
How was Berg holding that candle?
Well, the flame was right in front of his eyes. I remember staring at it. I was very tired, Cliff. I don't remember everything.
And Berg, he said you're very tired, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it, he did say that.
Good. Now, have you ever seen this picture?
No. No, but the man looks familiar. Say, that looks like Berg. I never saw him so well dressed, but that's Berg, all right.
I found this picture in this room.
Here? In this room? You found Berg's... What are you driving at?
Sense, reason, logic, sanity. The man you identify as Berg also happens to be Mr. Fleming, the husband of the woman who was killed last night.
Berg is Fleming and Fleming is Berg? Now, I'm really going out of my mind.
It's simple to a flatfoot. I figure that Fleming pretended he went to South America. He took a room in your rooming house under the name of Berg. And tonight he's pretending to return from South America. At least Wagner said he's expected.
And last night Fleming came back here and murdered his wife? But who killed the other one? The man?
You did. But you didn't know you were doing it.
Oh, I did kill someone after all. I am a murderer. I still don't understand how it happened.
All right, kid, relax. Because we're going to find out tonight.
Find out?
Right. Now, if Fleming comes home, as his wife expected him to do, you're going to be waiting in this room for him. Waiting with a gun.
That won't do any good.
It might after you've learned a few answers. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what to say to Fleming, word for word. You might not understand, but you're going to memorize the things I tell you to say, word for word.
Memorize?
Yeah, because your life depends on it.
Cliff, you're not going to leave me here alone, are you, Cliff?
There'll be nothing I can do to help you, kid. If everything goes right, you'll come out of this scot-free. If anything goes wrong, that's the end. Now, Fleming will probably come up those stairs at the far end of the hall. So you'd better stand over here. The first thing to remember, let him speak first.
How did you get here?
You showed me the way, didn't you?
You remembered coming here? You're lying. Who brought you here? Who came with you?
Just this gun.
That's impossible. You had the look, the typical look. And why did you do everything you were told to do?
I wanted to see where it was all leading. I thought there might be some good in it for me later.
You purposely pretended? You mean you went ahead and consciously killed?
I figured you'd pay off heavy afterwards to keep me quiet. I found your wife and her lover just as you said I would. It was easy.
I should have known my control wasn't perfect when I saw my wife come running out of the house. She saw my car, came toward me. I waited, then gave it the gas.
I killed the man and you killed your wife. You wanted them both dead, didn't you?
Yes, but I didn't want to have to kill her myself. I loved her, but I hated her. She said I was too old for her.
That's what I wanted to hear.
What?
That's it, to hear you convict yourself.
What did you...
I was lying to you. Your control was perfect. You hypnotized me easily. I guess I got a weak will or something.
Well, then what did you...
I was lying to you. I was hypnotized, all right. I happened to see your picture here in the house. I recognized you as Berg. And now I can't clear myself before the law ever. And you're going to pay for doing that to me now.
Now, wait a minute. Don't do that. Don't shoot. Now, look. Here, I have a watch. See it? Solid gold inset with diamonds and rubies. It's worth $20,000. It's yours if you'll let me go.
Stop dangling it that way. What are you trying to do?
Now, listen to me. Give me another minute by the watch.
Stay where you are. Now, don't move.
You don't want to shoot, do you, my friend? You wouldn't want to smash this beautiful, lustrous watch? A golden, shining little timepiece? You can't take your eyes from it, can you?
Please, don't. Take it away. Shining in my eyes.
But you love it. You're fascinated by it, aren't you? And now you're tired. You're very tired. And that gun is much too heavy for you to hold. Just drop the gun to the floor, and it won't be so heavy anymore.
Just drop the gun. Drop gun.
My control is perfect. Here, take this notebook and this pencil.
Take notebook, pencil.
Right as I dictate. I am wanted for the murder of 2 people at the Fleming house.
I wanted the murder 2 people, Fleming house.
They are bound to get me, so I take this way out.
They are bound to get me. Take way out.
Sign your name. There. Now give me the notebook and the pencil. Now pick up your gun again. Hurry. That's it. Now put the barrel of the gun in your mouth. Put the barrel of the gun in your mouth. Good. Now pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
How is he, Sheriff?
He's dead.
We just made it in time. I didn't think he'd try anything like that. Vince. Vince, come out of it, boy.
I'm all right. It's just that everything's hazy.
Fleming really threw a trance on you. You were just going to blow your own head off when I plugged Fleming. Had to. Only way I could break the spell in time to save you.
You shot Fleming? Cliff, did I do it all right? Did I do everything you told me to do all right?
Perfect. I had a hunch it was hypnosis the minute you told me about the candle. But how was I going to prove it? Only by having you come up against Fleming. That's why I left you here. Wagner and I were in the basement with a dictaphone. We put a microphone in the ventilator. I didn't want to make you nervous. That's why I didn't tell you about it.
And I'm free? I won't be tried for murder?
Not around here, you won't. I'm sheriff here. This crime is solved.
Oh, thank heaven for that. I don't think I could go through a court trial. One nightmare in a lifetime is enough.
That, my friends, was Nightmare. Tonight's performance in the Mystery Playhouse. And now, for heaven's sake, let's get off that nightmare. Let's walk down to the green room, huh? For a gander at what sweetness and light is in store for you next time. Always sweet, always light. You know it. Our play is already soon, dear, so follow me, please. Come.
It had been hard to convince Anne at first. Easy enough for me to say,
We have to get rid of Ole. But Ole was Anna's brother. We talked it over on the cliff near the land. We have to, Anna. We have to go through with it.
Oh, Richard, there must be some other way.
The way things are now, everything's hopeless. You know that. With the paint formula cleared, we can be married.
Richard, I love you so much. I'd do anything for us. But this is...
Murder? Huh. Well, you needn't look at it that way, darling. So far as you're concerned, Ole will just disappear.
But suppose something goes wrong. Suppose you're convicted.
Not a chance. You can't convict a man for murder until you find the body. And they'll never find Ole. We must, Anna, we must.
Very well, Richard. When? When will you...
The moment Ole finishes the formula. It's almost ready now. I'll have to do it that instant to make my alibi hold. Today, tomorrow, soon, anyhow. Everything else is ready.
I love you above everything else in the world, Richard. I love you enough for even...
Have a peanut, friend? No. Oh, snoozing, huh? Traveling on trains makes some people sleepy. Not me. Been on trains all my life. Never get sleepy. Going far?
Satan's Point, Maine.
Satan's Point? Never heard of it. Must be a devil of a small place. What I said. Satan's Point. Devil of a small place. Good, huh? Have a peanut? Devil of a place. Devil of a place. Devil of a place.
Devil of a place it was that day. We went over every detail again and again until our story was perfect. A lot depended on the story we constructed. A lot depended on telling it well. I told it well. To the police in Maine and to the alienists in Boston. I started the story with the morning of October 11th in Ole's laboratory by the sea.
Hold on. This is my last mixture. It will be ready in a few minutes, and I want your eyes to be well rested.
Think you've got it this time, Ole?
No, there's no longer any doubt. When these pigments are mixed, I will paint a square board. It will look like a dirty green to my eyes.
And to mine?
To yours, and those of millions of others who are colorblind. Red. Red that you have only imagined till now. Red of the rose, red of a sunset, red of fire, red of blood.
I put the blindfold on. I could sense Ole's tenseness. He'd worked 15 years to make this moment arrive.
Richard, from all I can see, a miracle is about to take place. But I confess to one great fear.
What's that, Ole?
I'm not afraid the formula is wrong. I'm afraid for you.
For me?
Yes. I have to warn you, Richard. I don't know. No one knows what mental reaction takes place when a person who's never seen color before suddenly does.
You mean that I could be affected?
You could be. You see, red excites even normal people. It vibrates in the brain. With you...
Let's have a look, Ole.
Now, Richard, when you take the blindfold off, look straight ahead of you. The board is right before your eyes. Look, Richard, when you do, start talking right away. I want your immediate reaction.
Okay, here goes.
Look. See, Richard. Look, it's red. Look. Say something. Talk, Richard, talk.
Say something I couldn't. It's hard enough to recall the little that I do. I was staring straight ahead of me at a square board. Nothing happened for a brief instant. And then I caught my breath sharply. My eyes dried. They burned. I closed them, but the patch of exquisite color seared my brain. A single hot, flashing stab of pain pierced my head. And then I felt a surging power, a physical power, grip me. And Ole's voice reached me, jabbed at me. My whole being seemed to focus on his voice. I had to choke it off. I vividly recall reaching for him across something and finding his throat. And then nothing more. Nothing but the breaking of glass and a sensation of violent action. Motion and action that lasted long after the voice stopped.
Then I felt cold air lash around me. I was carrying something limp and heavy. There's a point of rock outside the house. It juts over the sea. I stood there for I don't know how long. The first clear thing I recall is identifying Anna's voice coming toward me.
Richard! Richard! Darling, what are you doing? Richard! Your hands! Blood.
Something died in me. I sank to the ground, moaning. Anna, I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
What do you suppose all this is, huh? Sounds like somebody got themselves murdered, doesn't it? Well, that was an appetizer for our next mystery entree. And that old master chef, the laughing boy of the inner sanctum, Raymond, is going to serve it up to you. Yes. Raymond's going to be here next time in company with his fellow creeps in another attempt to scare the living daylights out of you. So why not humor the old creep and be around when we open the squeaking door of the inner sanctum? This is Peter Lorre closing the doors of the Mystery Playhouse. Good night. Sleep tight. This is the Armed Forces Radio Service. Yes, you. Are you one of those people who like to know the answer? Have you a logical and analytical nature? Does murder and mystery fascinate you? It does, huh? Well, get out the magnifying glass, Sherlock. I think it's time for a crime. Yes, sure. This is Peter Lorre opening again the doors of the Mystery Playhouse. And tonight, we bring you detective mystery, and you're all invited to try to solve it, along with another amateur dick, a guy named Jonathan Pierce. Mr. Pierce earns his 3 squares a day selling antiques, but his real love is criminology. A hobby that seems to make his life anything but dull. Well, let's give Mr. Pierce a run for his hobby, huh? Let's try and beat him to the solution of tonight's mystery. Clues will be all there. So let's look alive now, mates, and get the answers to a crime to fit the punishment.
Our scene opens in the antique shop of Jonathan Pierce. With him is a friend, Betty Hughes.
Look, Jonathan, why don't you give up this antique shop and become a full-fledged private detective? After all, you've been very successful. Besides, I'm yearning for a life of excitement and mystery.
Meaning?
Meaning I'll be your assistant.
Nothing doing. If I need an assistant, it won't be a woman. You'd probably faint the first time a mug said boo at you.
Faint? Well, of course I'd say if that were the thing to do. Furthermore, I think
Some
that...
other time here comes a customer.
Young man, are you Jonathan Pierce?
I am. What can I do for you, sir?
That's what I'm here to find out. Who's the young lady?
Oh, this is...
Never mind answering. I was young once myself. Pierce, I want to hire your services as a private detective.
How did you know
I'm
that?
David Warlock. Used to be called Warlock Typhoon, filthy with money. All the Warlocks are. So I'm able to pay well.
Well, it's very nice.
My son Freddie is about to be blackmailed. Actually, my adopted son. His father was my business partner before he died. And he knew Freddie was a weak-willed lad, so he wanted me to look after him and his inheritance. Goes by my name now, and I won't stand for blackmail.
Blackmail? Do you have any...
Don't interrupt, Pierce. Not through yet. Freddie's been playing around with a young lady named Rita Dane, a gambler by the name of Lance Norman. Nothing wrong with women in gambling. Used to like both myself. But these two are bad ones.
Oh, and you think they're blackmailing your son? Your adopted son?
Going to blackmail him, or rather me.
Well, how's that?
Well, it amounts to blackmailing him. But they have to come to me because I still control his inheritance. Are you a detective, young lady?
Why, no.
Well, then don't ask questions and waste my time.
Mr. Warlock, what did you mean by saying that they're going to blackmail you?
Well, I had a phone call yesterday, just after I got back from Mortonville. From out town. Mysterious voice said he had something concerning my son which he wanted to sell. Didn't identify himself, but said he'd call again in a day or two.
I see. Well, you'll give me a free hand in dealing with this blackmailer?
Completely. Now, Pierce, here's a $500 retainer.
Oh?
I want you to come to my house, meet my son, and the two I suspect of being back of this blackmail scheme. I'll drive you up.
All right. Oh, but there is one more question, sir. I've been trying to ask since you came in here. How did you come to hire me? I suppose it's because you heard of my reputation in solving a few little crimes that baffled the police.
On the contrary. Never heard anything like that.
Oh.
Take a bow, Sherlock.
Quiet character. Well, then, well, why, Mr. Warlock?
Well, I always liked the name of Pierce. I once was in love with a woman named Pierce 30 years ago. Always hired people named Pierce since then. Chauffeur's name's Pierce, butler's name's Pierce, gardener's name's Pierce.
Oh, it sounds very logical to me.
It would to you.
Now, Jonathan, I want you to come over to my house and size up the situation. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I'll say we are.
Not you, young lady. You're staying here.
Now, listen here, Jonathan Pierce. I'm going to hate you if you turn to one of those big, stronger woman's places in the home, men.
Goodbye, dear. Just use some of that slow burn to keep the home fires cooking.
Well, this is my little home, Jonathan, my boy. That was Pierce who let it in.
Oh.
I imagine that we'll find Freddie and his friends in the library, so come. Right? I'll leave you with them for a few minutes so you can size them up.
Well, how are you going to explain me to them, Mr. Warlock?
Oh, don't worry about that. Now then, here we are. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I want you all to meet a young friend of mine, Mr. Jonathan Pierce. Jonathan, this is Miss Rita Dane, Mr. Lance Norman, and my son, Freddie Warlock. I'll leave you to get acquainted. Goodbye.
Well...
Not so well. It would seem that Mr. Warlock does not exactly possess the delicate touch.
He's screwy. Who are you, chum?
Oh, I thought you knew. I'm Jonathan Pierce. And you're Lance Norman, the Lido Club, fast gambling for fast people.
And what do you do? You don't look like a bodyguard or a keyhole snuffer.
Oh, I haunt houses. I've just been hired to haunt this one.
A wise guy. Every time a guy starts talking wise like that, you want to watch him. He's liable to start lifting the silverware.
Now, you look here, Pierce. Did my father hire you to snoop on us? He's always hiring people named Pierce. Well, if he did, you might as well know I'm going to marry Rita whether he wants me to or not. All I got to do is wait another 6 months. Then I get all my own dough and I can do just as I please, you see?
Oh, don't bother explaining to him, Freddie doll.
Now, look, both of you keep quiet and let me handle this. Look, chum, I don't like the way the old man dumped you in here and walked off. What's the tale?
Well, we might as well get everything straight. I'm an antique dealer.
Whose hobby is playing detective, huh?
Something like that.
A Seamus, huh? Gee, they're even getting private cops now who wear neckties.
I thought I smelled copper when you walked in.
Well, get this, cop. These two kids are in love. They're floating on the clouds.
I'm not surprised. The kid's breath has enough alcohol on it to make me float on the clouds, too.
I suppose the old man pays you for being funny. Anyway, these kids can't live without each other, see? So just keep your nose out of the picture, or it might get stepped on.
How touching. And I suppose you're the marriage broker, or maybe you're just here to chaperone them.
Well, what is it, Pierce?
I beg your pardon, but Mr. Warlock would like to see Mr. Jonathan Pierce in his den immediately.
Oh, thank you, Pierce. I'll be seeing you later, lad.
I can hardly wait. Seamus.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Warlock?
Yes, Jonathan. Here on the telephone. It's the blackmailer I told you about.
Oh.
Pierce recognized it as the same voice as called yesterday, and I wanted you to listen in on my conversation with him. You can use that extension over there.
Yeah. All right.
Hello? This is Warlock speaking.
This is the same guy that called you yesterday, Warlock. I got a little piece of paper about your son that the police would like to get their fingers on. But I might be willing to sell it.
Eh? How much?
$5,000. You want to talk about it, or do I go to the cops?
No. I'll talk about it. I won't meet for myself, but I'll send someone I can trust. You name the place.
Okay. Send a guy to 4527 Fernando Place. Tell him to ring the bell under the name of Clip Matson. I'll let him in, and if he's got the $5,000, we'll talk.
Are you Mr. Matson?
Never mind who I am. Just do as I say. And Warlock,
Yes.
don't try any fancy stuff, or your son will end up in a big house. But tell that guy to hurry up.
You heard him, Jonathan?
Yes.
I've got $5,000 right here, and you take it with you. I leave it up to your judgment as to whether to give it to him or not. But remember one thing.
What's that?
If Lance Norman and Rita Dane are back of this, as I suspect they are, I'll pay any amount over and above this to pin it on them. Now, you go see this Clip Matson and see what you can do.
Yeah? What do you want?
Are you Clip Matson?
Maybe I am, and maybe I ain't. What are you selling, Mac?
My name is Jonathan Pierce. I'm representing David Warlock.
Oh, okay, I'm Matson. Come in. Did you bring the dough?
Maybe. First, I want to see what you're offering to sell. And while you're at it, Matson, maybe you'd like to make another $5,000 all for yourself.
What do you mean?
I mean that the name of the man who's working this with you is worth another $5,000 to you.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mac. There ain't nobody in this with me.
Oh?
I just found this. This information I'm offering to sell, that's all.
Well, they tell me it gets awfully lonesome up in Sing Sing.
Now, wait a minute, Mac. You don't want to talk like that to me. I might get scared and decide I ought to turn this over to the cops. Maybe I ought to anyway.
Suit yourself. We're really more interested in getting the name of the man back of you than in anything else. I might be able to raise the price a little.
But I tell you... Hey, what's the idea of walking in here, mister?
What's going on? Oh.
Yes, Pierce, what's the idea? Okay, I got my hands up. Hey, take it easy with that gun. No!
Oh. You...
Jonathan, wake up!
Oh.
Jonathan!
What? Oh, hello.
Hello.
So this is what heaven's like. Eh?
Now, stop that, Jonathan. Are you hurt?
No, Betty. No, outside of a lump on my head. Oh, boy, it could serve as a road marker. A headache and a certain loss of pride. I feel fine, just fine. Did Clip Matson get away?
I don't think so. There's a man over here on the floor, but I haven't asked him his name because he's dead.
Dead? But how?
Oh, I'm not up on these things, Johnson, but I imagine the 2 bullet holes in him have something to do with it.
Bullet holes? Oh, I remember now. I sort of heard 2 shots just as I was drifting out of this world. Up to the nose. Here, let's see. Yes, that's Clip Matson, all right. But why?
Well, maybe somebody didn't like him.
Oh, you're a big help. By the way, what are you doing here? I thought I left you at the store.
Well, you did, darling, but you see, I'm the type that feels men need looking after, so
Oh.
I followed you. First to Warlock's and then here, and you ought to be grateful.
Well, it's touching to know that someone is interested in whether I'm alive or dead.
Jonathan, what happened?
Well, I was talking to Cliff there. He was the guy who was trying to blackmail Warlock. Suddenly, somebody came in the door behind me.
The murderer.
Exactly, my dear Watson. I started to turn around, and the guy slugged me.
Huh.
All I got a chance to see was a hand wearing a gray glove and the barrel of a gun that was rapidly nearing my head. That's the last I remember, except for the 2 shots. Boy, some detective I turned out to be.
Oh, well, don't be too hard on yourself, Jonathan. It could have happened to anyone.
Yeah, sure, but it happened to me. All right, come on. We've got to give this department a fast once-over to see if we can find that paper Matson wanted to sell. You take that side, I'll take this side.
Well, I finished my side, and I found nothing incriminating, except to your Cliff Matson.
He's not my Cliff Matson. I drew a blank here, except for one thing. A check signed by Lance Norman.
Lance who?
Lance Norman. That's the gambler Warlock thinks is back of the blackmailing. All right, come on. We're going to see Mr. Lance Norman at the Lido Club.
But I haven't got my chips with me.
This is the club, Lido, Betty. If you look around you, you'll see half the elite of our city busily engaged in losing their shirts to Lance Norman.
It looks very exciting, Jonathan.
Well. Hello there, Pierce.
Why, Lance, hello.
Well, is this a business visit or a social one?
Oh, let's call it a business visit, shall we? Is there some place that I can talk to you?
Why not? Come on in my office here.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, you'll be just as safe in here as out on the floor.
Safer, probably. There don't seem to be any wheels in here.
You know, your sense of humor is going to kill me someday. If it doesn't kill you first. Does the check have a name?
Oh, of course, my name...
Not to you, Lance, no. Do you know a Cliff Matson?
I might. And I might not.
He probably did a lot of odd jobs for you. Such as blackmail.
I don't need any sideline as long as I have this club. It pays off very nicely.
Cliff had one of your checks, which he hadn't cashed.
Well, I write a lot of checks.
Jonathan, he talks exactly like the gamblers in the movies.
Well, I like a dame with nerve. Anytime you get tired of that dumb Seamus, come around and see me, sweetheart.
Well, maybe I will.
If you do, it'll be on a visiting day, and you'll have to talk to him through bars.
Not this week, Seamus. Look, if you've got any more questions to ask, get them over with. If not, get out.
Where's your girlfriend, Rita?
She's out on the floor.
And the Warlock boy?
He got drunk on us, so we left.
Oh, that must have been a touching scene. The parting lovers.
Okay, chum, on your way. You're beginning to bore me.
We're practically gone. Oh, by the way, Lance, do you own a pair of gray suede gloves?
Maybe. And maybe not.
Well, your eloquence is touching. Come on, Betty, let's go. We've done enough slumming for one day.
I wonder what you think you're up to, Jonathan Pierce. First, we go and visit that gambler, Lance Norman, then we rush over to this apartment house and walk up the stairs, and there's a perfectly good elevator to ride up in.
Lance Norman's apartment is on this next floor.
Oh, it is?
We didn't find the blackmail evidence in Cliff's apartment, so now we're going to look in Lance's. There we are. Now, let's see if this skeleton key works.
How do you know there isn't somebody in there?
Lance lives alone, and the apartment is dark. I looked from the outside. Now, don't bother me. There. I got it. Okay, in you go, dear. I don't think we'd better risk turning on the room lights. We'll use matches to see how...
Who turned on that light?
I did. Just take it nice and easy, both of you, and this gun won't go off.
Lance Norman...
Jonathan, I thought you said there wouldn't be anybody here.
No, I'm wrong. Go ahead and sue me.
Well, not so smart, are you, Seamus? I figured you'd come prying around my apartment, but you didn't get anything out of me at the club. Too bad I got here first, huh?
Okay, so you got here first. What do we do now?
What we have to do, Seamus. You know, it's too bad you both look too young to die.
You mean you're going to shoot? Oh, no, please, not that. Jonathan, I think I'm going to faint.
Hey, turn them lights back on.
Please, Mr. Norman, don't shoot. I didn't mean to turn out the lights. It was just that I almost fainted. You see, and I bumped into them, and I'll turn them right on again. Only please don't shoot. I don't want to die, Mr. Norman. I don't want to die.
Let go of me. Hey, let go.
That was nice work, Betty.
Thank
You can turn the lights on now. Our friend won't bother us anymore. Oh, boy. Come on, now, let's search the place. You take that side of the room, and I'll take this.
Johnson, what did you say the name of that girl was?
Huh?
Rita Dane?
Yes, why?
Well, I think I found something then. There's a marriage license here made out to Lance Norman and Rita Dane, dated 2 years ago.
Good. I found something, too. Come in here, Betty.
Oh, what is it, Jonathan?
What we're looking for. Look, this was in an envelope with Warlock written on it. It's a photostat of 2 sets of fingerprints exactly alike. And a newspaper clipping from an out-of-town paper dated 2 weeks ago.
Well, what's it say?
I'll read the clipping to you. Mortonville, New York. Sometime last night, thieves broke into the Mortonville Third National Bank and made off with more than $10,000 in cash. The thieves left no trace behind them except a small metal case which probably held some of their tools. Fortunately, the Mortonville police were able to get a clear set of fingerprints from the case. They have not yet been able to identify the prints.
A bank robbery.
Yes, and one set of prints on the photostat is labeled prints taken by the Mortonville police. The other set is labeled fingerprints of Freddie Warlock, and they're identical.
You mean that the son robbed the bank? Then... Oh, Jonathan, maybe he's the one who murdered that...
I'm beginning to see a lot of things I didn't see before. We're going over to the Warlock house, but in a hurry. Come on. Hello, Pierce. Will you tell Mr. Warlock that Mr. Jonathan Pierce is here?
You may go in, Mr. Pierce. You'll find everyone in the library. The police, too, sir.
The police?
Yes, sir. I believe they're about to leave and take young Mr. Warlock with him, sir.
What?
He's been here quite some time.
Come on, Betty. We've got to hurry. Jonathan, my boy. You're just in time. This fool policeman insists upon arresting my son.
Well, if it isn't Jonathan Pierce.
Hello, Lieutenant Valley. What's happening here?
Well, it's like this, Pierce. We got a phone call tipping us Clip Matson was murdered.
Oh?
We investigated. In Matson's pocket, I found a photostat of a story about a bank robbery up in Mortonville. And proof that young Freddie Warlock pulled the job.
Pocket, so that's where it was.
What's that?
Oh, nothing, Lieutenant. Go on, please.
I got the idea that maybe Clip was blackmailing the kid and the kid bumped him off.
But how could I kill anyone I didn't know, huh?
Of course he didn't do it. The whole thing's stupid. Freddie was with us all afternoon and dead drunk when we left. Weren't you, Freddie?
Lieutenant, you've got some pretty flimsy evidence, haven't you?
You think so? We gave the kid the paraffin test and it showed traces of nitrate on his hands.
Oh?
That proves he fired a gun. So I'm taking him in.
Hey, utter nonsense. I wish you'd wait a minute, Lieutenant. I think I can clear up a few points for you. With the help of Mrs. Lance Norman.
What do you mean, Mrs. Norman? It's Miss Rita Dane.
I'm sorry, Freddie, but it's Rita Norman. She and Lance were married 2 years ago.
That's right, and I saw the license.
And with the help of Clip Matson, they've been trying to blackmail you. You'll find another one of those photostats in Lance's apartment.
You can't prove a thing.
Good work, Jonathan. I knew you'd do it.
Look, Pierce. You think Lance did the killing, too?
No. Lance didn't do it.
Who did then? The kid?
No. The killing was done by my client, David Warlock.
Jonathan,
what kind of nonsense is this? No nonsense at all. Warlock's been handling the inheritance of Freddie, and I suspect you'll find it short. Freddie was due to collect in 6 months, however, so Warlock thought of framing him for killing Clip Matson.
But how did he know this blackmailer would show up?
Because he planned it that way. He robbed the bank in Mortonville and planted Freddie's fingerprints on the scene. Then I imagine he saw to it that this evidence was placed where Rita and Lance could get hold of it and pass it on to Clip. The blackmailer was to be killed and Freddie framed for it, and I was called in for window dressing.
It's an utterly fantastic story. Fortunately, no one will believe it.
Jonathan, this sounds awfully pat.
Well, certainly it's pat. It was planned to be a way to eliminate Freddie. A crime to fit the punishment.
I don't know. What about the paraffin test on the kid?
Simple, Lieutenant. The kid's drunk and out cold. So all Warlock has to do is take some dirt, rub it on the kid's hand, and there's your traces of nitrate.
That's right. You got any proof of the rest?
Well, the motive should be easy to check. Warlock made a slip today about being in Mortonville. Then I imagine you'll find a pair of gray suede gloves in Mr. Warlock's room, and the gloves should show traces of nitrate. Finally, Warlock was the only person who knew I was going to meet Matson.
Very clever, Mr. Pierce. But let's see if you can outsmart this.
A gun! Just like in the movie.
Now, look, Mr. Warlock.
Shut up. Get away from that door, Lieutenant. I'm leaving.
Oh, Jonathan, I think I'm going to faint.
What, again?
Of course you don't.
Oh, yes. Go right ahead. I'll catch you.
What is this? Your trick,
no trick, Mr. Warlock. I just can't stand the sight of a gun.
Turn those lights back on.
Like this, Mr. Warlock? Okay, Betty. Lights, please.
Coming up.
Holy smokes, Warlock is out cold. The gal faints and Pierce conks Warlock a very nice trick.
Well, think nothing of it. We do it twice a day.
Yes. Well, I think that clears up your case, Lieutenant. And as for you, sweetheart, you asked me a while ago for a job as my assistant. The job is yours.
Your assistant? Are you kidding? This detective works such a cinch, I'm going to business for myself.
And there you have a crime to fit the punishment. Tonight's performance in a mystery playhouse. How did you come out, huh? You put the finger on the right guy? No? Oh, don't be discouraged if you didn't, because the only people who consistently get the right answers are the ones who write them. Well, speaking of writing, don't forget that we still like to hear from you. Just address us, Mystery Playhouse, Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. Oh, while we are on the subject, I'd like to say a word or two about females. I just finished reading a few facts that I'd like to pass on to you. Did you know that your V-mail letter has priority over all other mail? That's right. The only mail that always flies. It's never delayed or left behind because of lack of plane space. So it looks to me like a smart thing to do is for everybody to use it all we can. Especially since use of V-mail definitely helps shorten the war. I almost forgot about our trip to the green room. Come on, we better get down there right now and listen in on our next Mystery Playhouse performance.
All centered around a bottle. A very intricate and artistic bottle. Anything you wished while it was in your possession came true. But you had to sell the bottle to someone else in a fortnight for less than you paid for it. If you didn't, you'd go stark, staring mad. Hello, creeps. This is Peter Lorre opening the doors of the Mystery Playhouse. Yes, tonight's bedtime story is about a bottle. An empty bottle. Well, not quite empty. Maybe, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. Let's just say for now that this is no ordinary bottle. And I think you'll be interested to hear about it. I really do. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote this story many, many years ago. But it's been modernized and the scene changed from Hawaii to New York City. So get yourself set for something different in a way of a mystery. Listen now to the fascinating tale of the Bottle Imp.
All I did was buy the bottle for 1 cent. Now I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. The imp stays in the bottle laughing at me. See him head jumping up and down and laughing. You can't get away from him. You can't get away from the imp. All I did was buy the bottle for 1 cent, and now I can't get rid of it.
Come, gentlemen. Let me close the door.
I can't get rid of it.
Well, as you can see, gentlemen, my wife was mad.
Mr. Wilder, in my entire career as a psychiatrist, I've never heard anything so strange. Your wife is absolutely convinced there is an imp in that bottle.
I told you it was an unusual case, Dr. Jenkins. That's why I asked your assistance.
I'm inclined to think it's paranoia, delusions, but...
Well, that was my original diagnosis, Dr. Jenkins, but now I'm thinking of schizophrenia. Projection of personality.
No, it's neither of those things. It's the bottle. I wish I had never said either. Come, Mr. Wilder, you're not beginning to think the bottle is inhabited by a creature.
I don't know what I think. Ever since that bottle came into this house, nothing's been the same.
Gentlemen, perhaps I should tell you that I've always feared that I myself would go mad. It's in the blood. My grandfather...
Mr. Wilder, that would have no bearing on your wife's mental condition. And as for this bottle, why, there's absolutely no scientific evidence.
If you're going to take that attitude, what's the use of talking to you at all?
Dr. Erickson, I suggest we let Mr. Wilder tell us what he wants to, in his own way.
Science or no science, there's something diabolical about that bottle. It was strange just the way it came into my possession. It all started about 4 weeks ago. It was late when I left the office. It had just started to rain, so I darted into a doorway while I looked for a cab. All of a sudden, I was conscious of my surroundings. There was a curio shop in that doorway. Though I'll swear that there had never been one there before. It was our anniversary, and I thought I'd buy something to celebrate the occasion.
Good evening, sir.
I want something for a woman, not too expensive.
May I suggest this bottle here on the shelf?
Well, that's very nice, but I can't afford anything like that.
Oh, you'd be surprised at how inexpensive it is, sir. And notice its fine line, the exquisite gold lacing, the twisted glass here around the neck. A master glass blower made that piece.
Well, it's very nice, but perhaps something else would
I'm
be more...
sorry, sir. The bottle is the only piece we have for sale.
Wait, this big store, all this stock...
Oh, I admit it's queer, sir, and I don't blame you for being surprised. I was engaged to set up this shop, fill it with curios, and then offer this bottle as our sole item of merchandise.
I've never heard of anything so eccentric. Now, let me see that bottle again.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm not an expert, but I can see this bottle is worth a lot of money. Maybe $1,000.
Oh, that's the oddest part. You can buy it for 3 cents.
3 cents? Is this some kind of a joke?
If I hadn't been offered a lot of money, I wouldn't be working here. You'll think I'm a little mad now, sir, but I can't sell you the bottle without explaining certain things.
All right, go ahead, explain.
First, it is said there's an imp in the bottle, and the person who possesses the bottle can have all the things he wishes for.
Aladdin's lamp. Now I know it's a joke.
As you will, sir. Second, whoever possesses the bottle soon begins to go mad. If he doesn't get rid of it within a fortnight, he becomes completely and eternally mad.
Well, the whole thing's clear now. Some rich eccentric is having a bit of fun.
I hope it's something like that. Third, whoever buys the bottle can only get rid of it by reselling it for less than he paid for it.
Well, I'm not gullible. If somebody thinks he can offer a beautiful, expensive bottle for sale at 3 cents, hang a lot of superstitious ideas on it, and have fun watching someone shy away, well, he's mistaken in my case. I'm not superstitious. I'll buy that bottle. Here you are. Here's the 3 cents.
Lovely antique doll. The very nicest we've ever had. And I think that legend is perfectly fascinating.
Especially that part about the owner of the bottle getting anything he wishes for. Oh, I wish I had $20,000. I'll get it, darling. Hello. Oh, hello, Jameson. What's that? My uncle is dead. When? How'd it happen? Oh, an accident. I always thought he'd go out with heart failure. What? He left me $20,000? Huh? Oh, sure, Rod. Sure, I'm glad to get the money. Okay. Call me tomorrow.
Is something wrong, dear?
I don't know. Susan, if you don't mind, let's not go out to dinner. I'd just like to sit around and look at that bottle. Susan, you have to listen to the radio all the time.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. Does it disturb you? Is it too loud?
Loud as salt to get to my nerves. Now, please turn it off.
Very well, dear. Robert, are you upset about something?
Of course not.
But you are. It's that bottle, isn't it?
All right, so it is. Enough to upset anyone.
Darling, you're not going to start all that about the silly legend again, are you?
Silly? How do you know it's silly? How can you explain what's happened to us the last 7 days? The $20,000, the other things. Don't you realize that every time I've made a wish, it's come true?
Coincidence, dear.
But what if it isn't coincidence? What if the legend is true? What if all of the legend is true? What if I go...
Robert?
Well, you know it's in the blood. Could happen. My grandfather...
You promised we'd never talk about it.
What good will not talking about it do? Oh, no.
It's just the doorbell, dear. I'll get it.
Whoever it is, I don't want to see him.
All right, dear.
Oh, devil with the whole thing. What I need is a drink.
Robert, it's Mr. Ellis. He's very insistent about
Ellis? He has his nerve.
Who is he, dear?
The crooked lawyer who's been pestering me for weeks. Tell him to get out before I throw him out.
Oh, are you going to go out?
You? How dare you walk in here?
Well, you won't see me in your office, so I came here. My business with you is important.
You haven't any business with me. You never have had, and you never will have. You're a shyster lawyer and a petty crook.
Now, look here, Mr. Welder. You can't talk to me like that. I'll sue you for defamation of character. I'll sue you. You understand? Well, answer me.
Oh, I wish you'd fall down dead.
Don't be sarcastic. Don't.
Mr. Ellis. Mr. Ellis. Robert, what's the matter with him?
I don't know. Here, help me lift his head. Mr. Ellis. Mr. Ellis. Oh, my God.
Susan, he's dead.
Darling, don't you think you should stop drinking? The coroner said Mr. Ellis died of heart failure. Oh, I know what's in your mind, that bottle. You think it had something to do with Mr. Ellis's death. Don't you see it's just coincidence and all this about beginning to go mad is superstitious nonsense? Robert, are you going to talk to me? Oh, darling, please.
In 3 more days, the fortnight ends. And I shall be completely and eternally mad.
Robert, why don't you take that bottle out and leave it someplace? Get rid of it.
No. According to the legend, the only way I can get rid of it is by selling it for less than I'd paid for it.
Then sell it if you insist.
If I started to peddle that bottle around, telling about the legend and offering it for 2 cents, then people would know I was. No, I can't do it.
Well, then just take it out and get rid of it. Please, Robert, for my sake, if not for your own.
All right, Susan. I'll try it. But remember, if in some magical manner it comes back to me, then you'll know that the legend is true. And if it is true, I won't be back.
Won't be back? Oh, Robert, don't talk like that, darling. I don't want you to go at all. Stay here.
No, I'm going now, Susan. Let me have that bottle.
Robert, no, I don't want you to leave.
Susan, let go.
Robert.
I have to do it. Don't you understand? I have to do it.
Robert, please don't go. Robert!
I was almost out of my mind when I left the house with the bottle. I felt that unless I got rid of it, the legend about the bottle was true, and I'd soon go mad. I walked down a dark street and stuffed the bottle deep into an ash barrel. Then, relieved, yet pretty shaky, I called a cab and asked him to drive me to the nearest place I could get a drink.
Here you are, sir.
Well, how much do I owe you?
$1.50.
Okay. Here you are. Keep the change.
Thanks. Hey, fella.
Yes?
You left something in the cab.
Oh? What is it?
I guess it's a bottle.
What? How could it have got there? I put it in...
Search me, fella.
I guess you had it with you when you got in the cab.
Look, drive it.
Yeah?
Here's $5.
What?
Drive to the Brooklyn Bridge, then take that bottle and throw it in the river. Do you understand?
I don't understand, but for $5 I don't have to. Leave it to me, mister.
I'll get rid of that bottle for you.
Will there be anything else, mister?
No, just a cigarette.
Okay. Here's your change, mister.
Keep it. Something swell has just happened to me. Good night.
Mister? Hey, mister.
Yeah? What is it?
You forgot something on the counter here.
Got something. What are you talking about? No. No, it can't be.
This bottle, mister.
Where'd you get that? A cab driver gave it to you, didn't he?
Cab driver? What are you talking about? No cab driver gave me nothing.
That's a lie.
Hey, now, look, take it easy, mister.
Give me that bottle. This time I'll get rid of it once and for all.
Hey, what's the idea? Where do you think you are? In some dive? Smashing things around like that. You're... Hey, come on back here.
Yes? Yes, dear.
Darling, are you all right? I thought you'd never get back.
Sure. Everything's all right now.
And the bottle?
We'll never see it again. I got rid of it.
Robert, what is it?
Don't get upset, dear. It's just that I feel so swell.
Darling.
I guess I gave you a devil of a time. It all seems so silly now. Come on, let's forget about it and have a drink. Let's celebrate.
Good. And let's not talk about it anymore. Let's have that drink. I'll make it.
No, nothing doing. You sit down and be comfortable. Let me do it. I hope that some of that...
What's the matter?
I don't know. The lock to the liquor cabinet seems to be jammed or something. Oh, now I got it. It's all right, dear. Well, what'll you have, dear? Scotch? Oh, my Lord.
Robert, what is it?
Look. There in the cabinet. That bottle. It's come back. It's come back!
There's nothing seriously wrong with your husband, Mrs. Wilder. Merely nerves. I recommend a complete rest.
Dr. Benson, do you think he should be removed to a hospital?
Oh, definitely not. He can rest in his own room. In fact, there's no reason why he should even stay in bed as long as he relaxes and doesn't excite himself.
I should like to talk to him. Do you think it would disturb him?
Not at all. Go ahead, Miss Wilder.
Thank you. I won't be a moment.
2 more days. 2 more days. 2 more days.
Robert, the doctor says you're going to be all right.
He doesn't know. It's no use.
Robert, I can't stand for this. Even though I don't believe in this foolish legend, I can see what it's done to you.
But you must believe it. You saw how the bottle came back after I tried to get rid of it.
Now, Robert, it must have been in the liquor cabinet all the time. You were so excited when you rushed out of here, I didn't even think you had it with you. You're just deluding yourself.
No, Susan.
In any event, I'm going to put an end to all this. I'm going to take that bottle and sell it. And sell it for less than you paid for it. For 2 cents. Then, darling, if I do, will you be satisfied in your own mind that nothing's going to happen to you?
Yes, Susan. If you can sell the bottle, then I'll be all right. I know I will. Champagne, darling. Champagne. We're going to have a party. And if anyone comes to the door, we won't answer.
Don't you think you're overdoing it a bit?
On the contrary, I felt wonderful all day. Ever since you told me that you sold the bottle to Mr. Jameson.
All right, Robert. A toast.
A toast.
I drink to the ruination of all imps, be they in bottles or otherwise. Darling, you're not listening.
Susan, there's just one thing that bothers me. How did you ever get Jameson to buy the bottle? He's such a superstitious old guy.
Well, to tell you the truth, he was pretty difficult. He said he'd take it temporarily to help us out, but he made me promise I'd find someone else to buy it from him.
What? No one would buy it for a penny. Whoever did would be stuck with it.
Robert, you have plenty of friends. Who'd do anything to help you get over this ridiculous delusion.
Friends? Who? What friends?
Never mind. Now, for the last time, Robert, Mr. Jameson did buy the bottle from you, and I have arranged to have someone else buy it from Jameson.
You have?
Yes, I have, and that's all you need know. Now, is this a celebration or isn't it?
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. You certainly had some fun coming to you. I won't say any more about it, I promise you.
That's better. Now, let's drink this champagne before it gets flat.
Oh, someone would come at a time like this. Don't answer.
Well, I'd better.
Oh, now, Susan,
I think it's something I ordered from the store here. I'll be right back.
Miss Robert Wilder?
Yes?
I got a package here for you. Don't know what's in it, but it's marked fragile. Must be glass.
Oh, that's quite all right. I know what it is. Thank you.
Oh, lady, just one more thing.
Yes?
This sounds kind of screwy, but it says on here, COD 1 penny.
That's right. COD 1 penny.
But in a few days, my wife had changed from a perfectly normal woman into the person you know now. And if something isn't done within 2 days, the fortnight expires and she'll be beyond hope. So you can say what you like of paranoia, schizophrenia, use all the scientific terminology that you want. I know that my wife went mad because of the Bottle Imp. However, I hardly expect famous psychiatrists like yourselves to believe that.
As I told you, Dr. Jenkins, it's a most unusual case. I was unaware of these facts, however, when I asked you to consult with me.
I understand, Doctor. First, Mr. Wilder believes the bottle's inhabited by a genie, a creature. Then, through association and suggestion, his wife is led to believe the same thing. The bottle comes to her, and she believes she is mad. Her malady has all the earmarks of auto-suggestion. Yes, I believe that's what it is.
Oh, yes, as in self-hypnosis. A perfect analysis, Dr. Jenkins.
I wish I could believe something like that.
Mr. Wilder, I think I have a cure for your wife.
You mean it? Do you really think you can help Susan?
I believe so. If she is able to sell the bottle within the fortnight to someone else, it might cure her. Or at least compel her to believe she was cured.
That's the legend, but how could she sell the bottle? She paid 1 cent for it. There is no smaller monetary denomination.
No, not in American money. Dr. Erickson, do you still have that English halfpenny, that luck charm of yours?
Halfpenny?
I think I see what you have in mind, Dr. Jenkins. Well, yes, I still have it.
Here. Oh, thank you. If the woman deludes herself that she can only be cured by selling the bottle, then I'll humor her and buy it.
Excellent, Dr. Jenkins. Mr. Wilder, I think we can promise to have your wife well again in a few weeks. Or in a few days, for that matter.
And now, Mr. Wilder, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to your wife and try my experiment.
Just a moment, Doctor. I don't quite understand you. You mean that you're going to buy the bottle?
Yes, for a halfpenny.
But you know you'll never be able to sell it again.
Sell it? Well, you let me take care of that problem, Mr. Wilder. Come along, Dr. A.
Doctor, wait. Don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you? If you buy that bottle, then you'll become mad.
Well, I'll take my chance on that. Good night, Mr. Wilder.
Dr. Jenkins. Dr. Jenkins. So he doesn't believe me. Well, I warned him.
And Dr. Jenkins? What about Dr. Jenkins? Did he go mad? Well, now, what do you think? What do you think of that, huh? Do you think it's possible that there was something in that bottle? Oh, there couldn't be, could there? Still, I'd like to know how that doctor comes out, wouldn't you? Anyway, that was tonight's Mystery Playhouse performance, The Bottle Imp, by Robert Louis Stevenson. See, we'd better hurry down to the green room or we'll be late for the preview of our next mystery. This is Peter Lorre, closing the doors, the Mystery Playhouse. Good night. Sleep tight.